Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Is anybody in?
I hit up Miles Burris yesterday. He hasn't hit me back yet.
Oh, is he another Will Compton?
Well, something about those late
Dude,
linebackers.
so I follow him. I followed him on everything.
Me too.
That dude is like, he's a brand ambassador of a bunch of shit.
Oh, dude, big
he
time.
is,
He's kind of a
Big
big
time.
deal.
He's
Yeah.
a big
He
deal.
is, yeah. He does not interact though.
Oh, no?
No, because I went through to like look and see if he was talking to people. He probably doesn't do a lot of interacting.
Hey, Martin. Hey, B.Al.
I didn't realize what a big deal he was on the socials.
I didn't. Well, I didn't either.
He has like 200-some-odd-thousand followers on Instagram.
He has 180,000 on TikTok.
That's why. And you said he follows nobody?
Zero.
That's hilarious.
Zero. That is
Which
so
is actually
funny.
pretty funny, yeah.
That is funny.
Hey, Raideroo. Hey, Ron. Paul. Hey, Hooligan. Hey, Jack. D. Tatum.
We missed you guys.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, heck yeah.
It's been a couple days.
Well, yeah, that's true. But it's been a long time. It's been a long time since we've had one of these.
Yeah,
A proper
the
RFR
live
Live
chat,
back in the
yeah.
studio, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, welcome into this episode of Raiders Fan Radio.
What's up, guys? It's Richie Incognito, Las Vegas Raiders. I'm here at Raiders Fan Radio. Let's go, Raiders.
Oh, I always forget now. I got to put
Hey, Mike Garafolo, NFL Network here in the home office, and you are listening to the Raiders Fan Radio podcast, taking that lighter journey into the dark side with Murf, Swag Jeff, and Michelle. She's got great hair. It's a little pink, it's a little purple, whatever it is. I'll tell you what, if I could grow it, I would sign up for that color today. So listen to her and the entire crew as they give you all the information on the Raiders on the podcast that benefits the One Nation Foundation. It's a great cause. It's a great pod. Tune in, turn it up. Here it comes. All that Raiders info and takes coming at you right now.
Jackpot, baby. Raiders Fan Radio.
Oakland, LA, Oakland, Vegas, Raider Nation, wherever, forever. You got your old Uncle Mosh and Raiders Fan Radio from Murf's Man Cave, taking a lighter journey into the dark side. Sit back, put your feet up, pop a top, and enjoy the ride. Here we go!
Look left, look right, Palat, a leaping pass, touchdown!
We miss you, we love you, and we'll see you in the Hall of Fame.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Way up the middle, intercepted Filipiano at the 50, time running down, Oakland football, and I think Oakland victory.
The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play.
Well, I love this team. I think this team can win. I think this team can win.
You are listening live to Raiders Fan Radio. Take it away, guys.
Why, thank you, Brett Musburger. What is up, Raider Nation? Your buddy Murf back once again for what we trust will be a fantastic episode of Raiders Fan Radio, episode number 410. coming at you of Raiders Fan Radio, coming to you from the palatial Murf's Fan Cave Studios, where we now do not only this show, which is RFR Live, each and every Wednesday night at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, but we do the Just Grin Baby show that premieres out on every Saturday night, which from all the feedback I've gotten, this last show was everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Like everyone loved this. And it was funny because it was the third one we had done of the night. And I thought we were kind of losing some steam.
Yeah.
But everybody has said the same thing. They're like, that was their favorite one that they watched.
And we talked about wrestling and pet peeves.
But apparently the way the conversation flowed and everything.
I think that was Michelle's favorite episode too, with the talking about wrestling.
Oh, that was my favorite. Yeah, gosh, I hope we do that again soon. I really can't wait.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Count me in.
Well, you're going to be disappointed because we were going to do wrestling this week.
Damn.
We'll save it then. We'll put a pin in it, Jeff, and we'll bring it back for you.
Because I did just love it so much.
Well,
so
yes, you
thank
did.
you.
Hey, and I just spent about $75 on games we're going to play.
Oh, did you really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fun.
Oh, yeah. And they're going to be good. Y'all down for anything?
Well, of course,
yeah, pretty much.
On,
yeah.
You know how we roll. You know
I mean,
how we roll.
right?
Yeah.
Good. It's going to be fun.
At this point,
have we met?
Come on, yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. But anyways, appreciate you joining us for that. And then also we do the Murf's 8-minute raid. Well, not Murf's 8-minute raid. It's just the 8-minute raid. And you can find those here at youtube.com/Raiders Fan Radio, or you can find us on any audio podcast service just by searching for Raiders Fan Radio, or you can search even Murf's Fan Cave now, and you can find us that way. And we appreciate all the good folks that are supporters of our shows, including the good folks at FanDuel. We appreciate the folks at FanDuel for supporting this episode of Raiders Fan Radio. And thank you to also, it's not listed over here, but we got to thank Justin.
Come on. HTO, Justin.
Thank Justin and HTO for taking such good care of us. And also thank you to the folks at the Believe Network for taking care of us on the audio side of the podcast. But hey, listen, my name's Murf, but I don't do this show alone. I do it starting off with the man that adorns the right side of the Murf's Fan Cave corner. He is my best friend and yours. He is Swag Jeff.
It's time and then throw fire.
What up, Swag?
Oh, man, I'm fired up to be here. Man, I'm still reeling from Vegas, guys.
Oh, bro.
It was, I mean, that was an all-timer. It was an all-timer.
It was
so unbelievably fun to party with Raider Nation. I'm sure we'll break that down here shortly and kind of just tell you about our experience. But some of the amazing folks that are in the building as well, we want to give respect to.
Please do.
Let's see. Chid is in there. Martin is in there. Paul is in there. Matthew Mangus is in there. OG Daniel, Chronicles of the Black Hole is in there.
Daniel?
Yeah, Raider Rue in there. Martin says nod.
Oh, shit, that's Leo.
Oh, was that Leo?
That's Leo, yeah, who we just saw at the friggin' thing.
Nice. And Martin said nod. And then Paul said, hey.
Well, there's a couple of watchers of Just Grin Baby. There you go. Okay, go figure a couple of British guys get our humor.
Right.
Absolutely,
you know
man.
like,
100%. 100%. But yeah, I'm excited to be here. Excited to talk about this draft, all that stuff, and what to expect from that. So, Murf, we don't do the show alone.
Heck no, we don't.
No, we got to class it up around here. So
Darn
sitting across from me is the one and only, the lovely Michelle Swag.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey. Now, I'm still trying to get back on the right time. Like, I'm having a hard time going to sleep at a proper
Having a hard time with the time?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still very much on Vegas time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know,
it was fun.
And did you have, so Jeff and I were talking about this, Michelle, there's a lot of times where, and listen, I love a Vegas trip, and we've had clearly, and I think this is like number 20-ish for me, maybe. At this point, like probably even more than that.
Probably
honestly.
more than that
counted.
because you went that one season. You were going like 6 or 7 times.
5 times.
There you go.
I went 1 year. I went
gosh.
No. You're right. It was 6 or 7 times. Shit, I went 5 times last year. It's gonna be 5 times this year. Right now so far. So, anyways, but point being, they're a lot. So it's probably more like 25 plus times.
Yeah.
But anyways, but like at the end of a Vegas trip, as much as I love Vegas can be various different things. There could be very Raider-centric things going on, which clearly this last one was.
Yeah.
There could be food and shows and, and hanging out with our spouses or just even one-on-one with our spouse, not even just us as a group, and just like celebrate that time to get like hanging out by the pool with Valerie is one of my favorite things to do. Like just like there's so many different versions of a Vegas trip, right? But typically by the end of it, I'm kind of done. I'm like, all right, man, I'm ready to come home. Well, and it's always wonderful to get home. And I was very glad to be home because this is a very nice place for me to be, as we all love our homes and it's great. But this was the first time, I was telling Jeff, first time that I've gotten home and I was thankful to be home, but I also wasn't ready to leave Vegas yet.
Yeah, no,
Were you
same.
that same way?
Absolutely the same. Yeah, because I had that conversation with Lamont, and yeah, absolutely. I felt that was like this tug, like, I am so glad. Like getting back to BNA was like kind of like a dream because it was just so peaceful and calm. And of course, the ride home was very peaceful and calm. But yeah, it was like, oh man, I feel like I had a few more days left in me. I believe. Yeah.
We were going balls to the wall.
Yeah, we were.
I mean, we
yeah.
recorded
Well, and
we
that's-
recorded a lot of shows. We saw so many
Yes.
people. We had draft parties to go to, and pools. I mean, we hung out at the pool, and I felt like that was like our only downtime.
Gosh, yeah.
And we
me
were doing
Michelle
shows from the
From
pool.
the pool, yeah,
from the pool.
Yeah.
We were recording content at Raider Image at Allegiant
Gosh,
Stadium,
yeah,
and we were just
yeah.
doing all this stuff, man. It was just a freaking whirlwind.
It was one of our.
it
It was
was.
our first official work trip.
It was.
It
yeah,
was.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like, and so why? And I mean, don't get me wrong, we have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Like, and,
it was definitely a work hard, play hard though, because we
Yes.
did because doing
yeah.
that much content was that was a lot. But
was a
yeah,
lot.
the play was obviously fucking insane, incredible. But yeah, it was like both. It was both.
Yeah.
But it was great.
I forget who
great.
was it said it, but I was telling Justin about this earlier today when Justin and I were talking. Is that somebody said, and it's the truth. If you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. And like that's what this felt like. As much as this was a quote work trip, it didn't feel worky at all. It felt it was so good. We're gonna get into the broader aspect of the trip, man. But yeah, man, I'm so glad to hear you kind of sharing that sentiment because we did too. It was like exhale, thankful to be home. Also, probably could have had another day in the pool.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
no doubt.
Absolutely.
Because all that said, because as busy as we were, it would have been good to then when everything was over and the dust settled to just have a day to go, all right.
Yeah. That would.
Let's do nothing at the pool. Let's maybe catch a show and then get on the plane the next day and boogie out of here. But anyways, all that said, very thankful to be back with you all here live for Raiders Fan Radio. And I can't wait to hear about everybody's draft experience because I know many of you were out there as well. And even the ones that couldn't make it, man. I can't wait to hear about what your draft experience, what your draft days were like. And, what that was. Do you do a tailgate? Do you have people over? Do you grill out? What do you do, for that kind of stuff? So can't wait to hear about that from you all. But before we get to all that swag, Jeff.
Yes.
We have a little bit of a tradition around here.
We do.
We do. And that is we take our episode number and tie it back to something significant within Raider Nation. And you have that honor to do. And tonight we are number 410.
410.
So let Raider Nation know what you came up with.
Absolutely, man. So we're going to be highlighting an entire season.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
2010 Oakland Raider team. We went 8-8 that year. Which it is what it is on that. But what was interesting about that was we were a plus 39 point differential, which is actually second best in Raider history. A plus 39.
Wow.
Yeah. So not bad. But I think that was topped in 20. So that was the second best in club history at that time. 2016 eclipsed that.
Okay,
and
I got
they
you.
took over that spot. But plus 39 point differential. But that team in 2010 scored 410 points.
Nicely done, Jeff.
Well, yeah. Absolutely there. So before we hear from Uncle Mosh, some amazing folks in the chat room.
Please shout 'em
Paul,
out.
Big Raider Trucker is in the building tonight.
Oh, what's up,
the,
BRT?
The Sizzler himself is in there. Yoshi is in there.
Tell them what that is.
The Sizzler Award?
Well, and why you referenced, because we have a lot of new listeners. And
Well,
some
yeah.
people might not catch all the inside jokes.
Okay.
So tell a little bit
so,
about that.
So Big Raider Trucker is, he's kind of an OG around here. And he
OG of OGs.
OG of OGs. So he so the Sizzler Award is at the end of every episode. If you've been living under a rock and hadn't been watching Raiders Fan Radio, that's the award that we give at the end of every night. Whoever had the best email or phone call of the night. And Big Raider Trucker won so many of those that we were like, okay, no more. Like now we're just gonna name the award after you, and you don't get no more. So much respect to Big Raider
called the
Trucker.
BRT
It's
Sizzler
the
Award.
BRT Sizzler Award. So Joe Estrada is in there. Our buddy Leo is in there. Raider Vince is in there. Let's see, Amatel Mom is in there. That's a fun name.
Funny.
Let's see, Martin is in there. Paul, Matthew
and
Mangus.
Mojo.
Did Mojo jump in there?
Dude, we got the
There he
OG.
is.
Hey, we're going
I'm
old
telling
school
you,
around here
man,
tonight.
100%, man.
Love it,
I
man.
love
Love
that.
it.
Love to see that for sure. So without further ado, let's hear from Uncle Mosh.
Woo! Woo! Hey, Raider Nation.
Hey,
You
Uncle
got
Mosh.
Old Uncle Mosh here with an updated contact info. So sit up, zip up, shut up, and pay attention. You can call us at 909-345-3346, or as Murf would say it,
909-345-3346.
How about emailing me? You want to email me? Email me at show@RaidersFanRadio.com. Or what about reaching out to us on some of that social media stuff Swaggy likes? Try Facebook at Raiders Fan Radio Podcast, the Twit at Twitter at Raiders Fan Radio, Insta something, Instagram at Raiders Fan Radio, the
Tiki-tiki-taki-talk.
TikTok at Raiders Fan Radio. Or what about the Twitch? Some of you out there twitching. Anyway, Twitch at Raiders Fan Radio. Or if you don't like that, go to the YouTube. America, go to the YouTube. YouTube.com/Raiders Fan Radio. Oh my God, if that wasn't enough, go to your podcast provider and search Raiders Fan Radio. Holy crap, that was a lot.
Yeah, it was.
Good.
Come on.
We're in post-draft form.
No doubt. That was the number one overall pick mentality right there.
Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, bro. Let's go. Let's see. I had a chat in there that I want. Oh, because Big Raider Trucker said he also coined what happens in Vegas starting in Oakland.
He sure
He
did.
won that contest because we wanted a catchphrase at the end of every show.
Yep.
And so he donned that right there. So, so much respect. to
Every
Big
time you see a Temu shirt or anything else that says, and here's some more inside info for you, Raider Nation. For every time you see what happened in Vegas started in Oakland, came from this show and that guy for winning that contest, and we made a shirt that said what happens in Vegas started in Oakland, and then it took off from there and went everywhere after that.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. Great stuff there from our almost called him by his real name. I don't know if he wants that out there or not. Thanks, E.
There you go. Hey, there you go. Yep. Much respect. And speaking of respect, we want to give much respect to our good friends at FanDuel who bring you each and every episode of Raiders Fan Radio. And I got a fun one for you tonight. So we're going to keep it in the NBA tonight. I think I tweeted out an NBA one yesterday. We're going to keep it in the NBA, and we're going to go Houston Rockets at LA Lakers. So it's Austin Reeves night for the LA Lakers. He is back. He returns to the court tonight, and he's looking to seal the series. So we're going to have Reeves 20 plus points. We're going to have Reeves 6 plus assists. We're going to have Reeves 6 plus rebounds.
Damn.
And we're going to take the Lakers money line. And if all four of those hit, that is a plus 2965.
Damn.
So, yeah, man. That's solid, dude. There you go.
Are we sure Austin Reeves is playing tonight?
That's what FanDuel told me. Don't shoot the messenger, Justin. If that's wrong, it's only because FanDuel told me. So do that and do it responsibly and only with our friends at FanDuel.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Nobody enjoyed a good Donnybrook more than sixth-year linebacker Phil Villapiano.
This is Phil Villapiano, and you're listening to Raiders Fan Radio.
Hey, real quick,
just spill a drink.
Never mind.
You
Do it.
spill a
Leave it.
cocktail all over. Real quick, let's hit another button.
How much on you is it?
It's in my shoe. It's in my everything. My brand new shoes that I just got. Oh yeah. It's
Critique yourself. What am I saying now?
So Raiders Fan Radio. This is Swag Jeff and Michelle.
Raiders Fan Radio. Okay, all right, here we go.
All right.
Hey, my name is Lincoln Kennedy, and you are listening to Raider Fan Radio with Murf, Swag. I'm sorry. Let's do that.
That's okay.
Swag
Jeff.
Swag Jeff. Michelle.
And Michelle,
That's
yes.
simple.
Yeah, that's a
Murf,
easy
Swag
one.
Jeff, Michelle. Okay.
There we go.
This is Lincoln Kennedy, and you're listening to Raider Fan Radio with Murf, Swag Jeff, and Michelle.
Thank you very much,
Lincoln.
sir.
Appreciate you so much.
That's great.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Appreciate you.
Really appreciate
Give
it.
it up for the legend, Lincoln.
Yeah, that was
Hey,
great.
the
That's
legend
awesome.
himself, man.
That is so cool. Oh my gosh, I gotta go to the chat room, man. That is so funny in there. So first off, because we're gonna get ready to get to respect, before we get to respect proper. First off, Yoshi in there gifting memberships.
Hey, let's go.
Thank
Let's
you, Yoshi.
go.
Appreciate you gifting memberships in there to a bunch of good folks. And also, Justin shows up and he says Austin Reeves was just ruled out with a $20 donation to the One Nation Foundation.
100%. Yeah, he watches the show before he hits the court.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And he's like, shit.
Austin Reeves just blew out his freaking ACL in a
Yeah, he
warm-up.
did.
Just because you picked him on a parlay.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God. All right. So hey, without further ado, what do we do here around here? We don't give props. We don't give shout outs.
No.
There's nothing wrong with those things. We're Italian. We like to give a little bit of respect.
Murf, Swaggy J, Nation. It's time for a little respect. You know, respect ain't bought, it ain't sold, it ain't demanded, it ain't negotiated, it's earned. And without blowing smoke or giving shameless plugs, we want to say salute and much respect to the following folks.
Anybody knew this show was going, what the fuck are these people doing? Yeah, we're sorry or you're welcome. Or you're welcome. There you go. Look, you got Mendoza. Just be happy with that. Hell yeah. And we got a bunch of other guys we're going to talk about. Oh, my gosh. Don't forget about the other guys. Sound like you were squeezing out a grumpy one there. Yeah. Mendoza and the boys. And we got a bunch of other ones. We got a bunch of guys. We're going to talk about that shit. Or like Beetlejuice when his head got really small.
That's what you sounded like.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. All right. So first off, thanks to, and much respect to everybody that's in the chat room tonight.
Yes.
Thank you to Justin for that donation. Thank you to Yoshi who's gifting memberships, and also to, I just want to say thank you. And this is we try not to be self-serving. But I want to thank everybody and give respect to everybody that we met.
Oh my God.
Over this last week.
Couldn't agree more.
Like, thank you guys so much. Like, it's we always talk about, or at least I always talk about off the air about how like there's no like convention for us. Like, I kind of envy at times people that are into a certain thing. Like, I don't like Star Trek, but like, there's Star Trek conventions and there's Star Wars conventions and you go to like horror conventions and like all that. And I've been to a couple of those little things, but there's not like a convention that I've ever been to. And I'm not opposed to that stuff, like the Lebowski convention or like that kind of stuff. Like I would happily go to something like that, but we're always so busy doing our own thing with, the Raiders and whatever. These are the kinds of times. These are our conventions when we're all in the Intermountain Healthcare Facility on the Raiders practice field with alumni and legends and broadcasters. JT is so kind to us, man, and always has such kind words to us.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Introducing our hopefully star quarterback now coming up as he begins his journey with the silver and black. And there's nothing but Raider fans. This isn't like going to a game. It's like, because listen, man, it is what it is. When you go to Allegiant Stadium, there's how many jerseys of the opposite teams did we count at one game? What did we get up to, like 18, Jeff?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if not more than that.
It was the game against the Chiefs, and it was like, hey, look, there's a Philly jersey. Hey, look, there's a Cowboys jersey. Hey, look, there's a Chargers jersey. Hey, look, there's a Niners jersey. And we started keeping tabs on how many other teams' jerseys walked through. There's not one single jersey, there's not one single color represented other than silver and black and white and Intermountain Healthcare that day. And not just that day, that first draft party too. And meeting up with Justin for the first time was absolutely incredible. He is such a great guy and allowed us these amazing opportunities and experiences. But the reason that those things were so good was meeting up with everybody. And I just love, and I'm not even going to start trying to name people because we will forget somebody and I'll feel like an asshole. You know who you were. We took pictures. We just chopped it up with folks, just got to experience being a Raider fan and having excitement and energy, positive energy around our team. And we have been devoid of a lot of those things over the years here lately. You know what I mean? There have been some good ones, but this draft weekend in Las Vegas, goodness gracious, it was incredible. And it was 100% because of the people that we were able to interact with. I was telling Valerie, when we were leaving that place, when we were leaving Intermountain, it felt like every 3 seconds, it was like, oh, look here, there's so-and-so. Oh, look, there's so-and-so. Yeah. Oh, look, there's so-and-so. Oh, look, there's so-and-so. And then people are coming up to us. Hey, it was nonstop all the way. It was a beautiful, as a Raider fan, and I'm not overselling this, we're trying to overhype it. As a Raider fan, it was a beautiful experience to share all that with all of you. And I'm so thankful that we got to be able to do that. And for those of you that can't make the trip, and for those our good folks that are overseas and abroad, I hope that we did even a little bit of a good job representing the energy and all that stuff on our socials and sharing videos and TikToks and shorts and doing shows and all those things. I hope that you all at least felt a little bit of that energy and that positivity and that love amongst the Raider Nation family, man. Because I'm telling you, man, that's what I love most. It's the reason our show is called Raiders Fan Radio, is it's all about Raiders fans and getting to meet Raiders fans in person, whether we'd met you before or our first time getting to meet people. There was guys that I met, that I've known for years on Twitter have interacted with for years on that platform. Never met them and got to meet them in real life for the first time. And they were as billed. And it was, as much as we live in this kind of funky social media society at times, the people that we met were genuine, and just like they would represent themselves on those platforms, represented themselves that same way in real life. And I just love, I'm in love with this last weekend. It could not have gone better.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I think that, what was really, because, we met so many people, like you said, and we don't want to try to name, but we met OG people, people that are like, hey, I've been watching since 2019 and, and I didn't want, I don't email, I don't call, but he was saying don't tell us about your life. He was going all these little inside jokes, hitting all of our catchphrases and stuff. And, and he walked by and he's like, Swag Jeff, where's the rest of the crew? And oh my God, let me get a picture. It was so cool and surreal, but I think it was also really cool to just be around Raider Nation in its entirety, because there was no polarizing topics. There was no drama. There was no, there was no arguing.
Yeah.
There was none of that. It was all love. It was all Mendoza, and everyone unanimously was fired up. Everyone was on the same wavelength that entire weekend.
That's a great call out.
And that it was perfect.
Yeah, it kind of felt like, when you go to family reunions and you see old, cousins that you haven't seen in forever, or cousins that you never met, or family members that you never met. It kind of felt like that. And no family drama, there's no beef within the family. And it really was. And I've been on enough Raiders related trips that this one felt so hopeful. Everybody was hype, and there wasn't any, sad sacking, and it was really just felt up. Everybody was up. And it feels like family. Even people that you've never met, you meet them and there's a camaraderie there. And that's what makes a weekend like that special, is getting to meet people either that you've known for a very long time, or just meeting people. It was really special. It was really special.
Absolutely. One of my favorite things that so there's a lot of LA Raider fans.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Right? I don't like LA sports teams. I like the Raiders when the Raiders were there, because I'm a Raider guy. but I don't like the freaking Lakers. I don't like the Dodgers. Like, I can't stand those two teams,
Dodgers.
right? And right, but there's some folks on Twitter that I'll trade paint with sometimes because even Michelle, like, you're a Dodger fan, and I'll talk shit about the Dodgers, and I hate them because I'm an A's fan, and Kirk Gibson ripped my heart out when I was 16 years old. But then when we met with them in real life for the first time, I talked the same shit, and so did they. Like, nothing was different, and that's what I'm saying. That, like, I love that idea that people there can be a component of misrepresentation on social media, but the people that we interact with, I am highly happy and thankful to report they are face value, just like they are in real life. They are on their social media, and that, I think, speaks a lot to, not that there can't be some phonies out there, whatever, amongst Raider Nation, and I'm sure there are, but we don't really seem to interact with those people very often, Michelle, and I love that idea.
Yeah, that was something too. Like, every interaction was a positive interaction. There wasn't, like, you didn't see people where you're like, oh, that clown, you know, like,
you're right.
Let's go this way.
There was
okay, maybe there
is
is one guy. We'll never tell. But yeah, it's like, it is now every person that we know is going, oh my God, was it me? Am I the problem? But no, it was, every interaction was positive, and yeah, I don't know. I don't want, obviously I'm in Raider Nation, so I'm going to speak highly of them, but I really feel like it truly is the best fan base in the world, across any, it just is like, it is a special group of people. Period.
I agree. Well, and so Big Raider Trucker, let's give him some respect.
Hey, let's go.
$4.99 donation in there. And Jeff, talk on this, because he says it's the Mendoza effect. I don't see another #1 overall draft pick bringing the nation together like this. And while it's hard for us to speak for other fan bases, because I don't know intimately what Packer fans are like or Cowboy fans are like or whatever. I don't know. So I don't know what those fans' experiences are. But it's not only bringing together Raider Nation. I don't know if any other fan base would be unified like this. I don't know. Maybe they would be. And I'm sure Steeler guy wants to say something about that. But, like, the Steelers drafted their quarterback and he wouldn't even put on their hat.
There, 100%.
Because he didn't like them.
100%.
When we got our quarterback is screaming Raiders and let's effing go at the freaking at the thing. And by the way, anybody that was critical of him saying that shit, they're like, there were children that.
Give me a break.
Give me a. Do you think
First of all, those parents are saying way worse shit.
I was going to say,
100%.
You think any Raider fans' kids haven't heard fuck from the day they were born? Like, come on now.
Yep, I know, 100%.
But it was the spirit of it. It wasn't. It wasn't vulgar. It wasn't angry. It was excitement. It was emulative of the guy that's his all-time idol and hero, and Tom Brady, and happens to own part of the damn team. Get over yourself if you're criticizing him. But it was like that. Just please talk.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, and I thought that was great. You brought up, Mendoza doing that with the Raiders, all that stuff. But, like, he learned from Tim Brown. Tim Brown taught him how to do that. And he was like, he was locking in and, like, trying to understand, and he did hit all the, he hit all of our favorite words,
he
right?
did.
He hit the commitment to excellence.
He did.
The greatness of the Raiders is in his future. Like, he hit all those, just win, baby. I mean, he
Pride
hit
Boys.
he hit every single one of them, and I love it. But, I think I agree with that, because I feel like Raider Nation, we've been hoping, we've been so hopeful for so long, and we've been let down for so long. And this feels like with this, it feels different. And you know what I mean? And so that's why, what did he say?
Paul said they've heard fuck every Sunday for 20 years.
Gosh,
No doubt.
seriously, though.
Seriously. And that's kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We've been hearing that shit for a long time. And so when we hear it in a positive way from Mendoza, it's a beautiful thing, man. And so, it really did. Like, we're hugging strangers. We're doing all this stuff. And, no one does it like Raider Nation at the end of the day.
Yeah.
No one does it.
Absolutely.
Everyone wants to emulate us. Everyone wants to be us. They always try to replicate us, but they cannot duplicate us. Like, we're the guys.
There you go.
We're the guys.
That's it, man. I love it, man. So thank you again, man. Thank you, everybody that got to take a picture with, hug your neck, shake your hand, man. Like, it was just, it was an absolutely incredible experience. And so we can't thank you for you, because the Raiders are great at throwing a party. The Raiders are great at, offering facilities and setting it all up, but it doesn't live and breathe without Raider Nation. That's what makes it special.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
And so we just cannot thank you all enough, man. Thank you.
Yep, 100%. Well, and we saw. So we don't want to name drop the people that we saw because we don't want to name everyone because we don't want to leave anyone out. But we had some great interactions with Gorilla Rilla. And with Wayne with Violator,
yeah.
and and
it's okay to name drop those two guys because they're the goats.
They're the goats.
Yeah.
100%. We got to see a lot of super fans. We got to see the Power Raider, who is super nice and awesome and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the conversation that we had with Wayne at the facility was really cool because you told him about what we always talk about on the show with not lowering the standard of the shield and all that stuff, and he was just like, yeah, no, you're right. And we're like, dude, we talk about that. We probably bring it up every week. You know what I mean?
Comes up all the time.
And he goes, yeah, that's the way to be. So no, it was unbelievable, man. It was yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fun. All right, hit a break.
Yeah. Okay.
What's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Will Compton. You're listening to Raiders Fan Radio. Tune in because they fucking put out a banger podcast.
This is Kevin, the Raider Nerd, live at the Oakland Raiders tailgate. Raiders! We got Gorilla Rilla. Say hi to Uncle Mosh and Murf.
I love you guys. Much love from the black hole, baby. Just win.
And much respect to Kevin the Raider Nerd.
I was just going to say that if there's one guy we can call out.
We can call out Kevin the Raider Nerd because not only did he come and pick me, Michelle, and Vinny up and take us to Raider Image at Allegiant Stadium. We got to shop with him, all that stuff, spent all the money that we had at Allegiant Stadium. Maybe I did. Yeah, I had to call and apologize to my beautiful wife. I was like, some shit just happened.
They're going to settle that.
Some shit just happened.
They're going to settle that shit in court, Michelle.
Yeah, oh my gosh. No, I hope not. But
he's not
convinced. Like that might be impossible.
He's not convinced that's still not on the table.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. If she's in the chat, she'll tell us here in just a second. But he also, we of course run into him at the facility, and so we had to pay, for a taxi to come out and stuff like that. But
shout out Jonah, by the way.
There you go. Yeah, much respect. Yeah, and we recorded him saying, "Get made, bitches."
I've got it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, it's gonna get loaded. Yeah, 100%. But no, what was cool is so we but there was no taxi line waiting outside the facility, so we were kind of like.
Try to figure it out.
How are we going to get back? You know what I mean? Are we calling an Uber? What are we doing? And Kevin was like
8,000 other people.
Yeah, and Kevin was like, hey, come on, I got you. So he had, shout out his little rental Audi. Then he put my big ass riding bitch in the back seat and squishing everybody. None of us had to buckle up. No. You know what I mean?
No, y'all were tucked into that back seat.
We were tucked for sure.
You were tucked. Yeah,
we were. Yeah. And we were crammed in the back seat. Hey. Oh my god.
That was the only way you could make it fit.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
That's why Vinny had that weird look on his face.
Yeah.
Well, Michelle too. The three of you tucked back there.
We really were.
I had plenty of leg room. I was fine.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, me and Kevin up front. It was great.
For you. Yeah, 100%.
But for real, shout out Kevin, and we're always appreciative of his friendship, and he's just a great guy.
He really is.
He was the first Raider Mandalorian for any of those.
My wife says I'm still considering it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. She's like, can you take that shit back?
Yeah.
You're like,
sorry, no returns.
I brought it home.
No, it's home. Yeah, it'll be all right.
All right. Let's. So, hey, you want to jump into some voicemails, or you want to start talking about draft picks first?
Let's talk about draft picks, man.
All right. So, I kind of feel like the Fernando. So, we want to start top and work our way down.
Of course.
Okay. All right. So let's just talk about Fernando Mendoza, and I feel like
we've been talking about him for 2 months,
right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Even before the
yeah. So we don't have to camp out on it, but I think that it's here's what I'll go with this one. One of the things that I love about this young man, and I think that he's going to demonstrate from out of the gate, is that obviously a really important part of being a quarterback is that you're the de facto leader of the football team, right? Is that not even just on the offensive side of the ball, but of the team themselves. And that's typically why quarterbacks are, named captains and whatnot. And I'm curious to see if he's going to get named a captain, even if he's not the starter, or if that's going to go to Kirk. But anyways, that aside, Max Crosby on his podcast released yesterday or today, whenever it was that I saw it, And one of the things that he shared with Fernando was be a leader from day one, and it doesn't matter if you're the starter, if you're not, if you're anything, just start being a leader from day one. And that is a really insightful, incredible piece of information from Max Crosby for somebody that's taking on an advisory role to the next franchise player on the team, right? Fernando's the incumbent, or you know what I mean? He's the one that's going to take over that role from Max, or at least share it with Max and grow. But anyways, point being though is that as a guy, like, I love leadership studies. That's what my degree is in. And that's one of the things that they will tell you about leadership is that it doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter where you rank on the totem pole of whatever organization or institution that you're responsible for. Be a leader for what's available to you inside your sphere. So if that's within your family, if that's within your job role, if that's within your volunteer work, if your team you play for or you coach or what, doesn't matter. Be a leader for whatever it is that you're responsible for. And I think Fernando Mendoza is demonstrating that out of the gate. The Raiders did everything to parade that young man around. Like, they did not make ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was like a concert.
Yeah.
It really was.
It was like a concert for Mendoza to come out there. But he didn't prime time, not even the slightest. He engaged with fans. He was humble. He's very polished and he's very prepared. So he's very standard answer, which is fine. It's the same answers we've been hearing him give for the past 3 weeks. So I'm not critical of him for those canned responses, okay? Because that's what he's been told to give and that's what he's going to do. But physically, he is engaging with everyone and making it bigger than him. And I think that's a very important step in being a leader. And that's Max Crosby's advice to him, because Max clearly gets that too. And so out of the gate, for something new on Fernando that we didn't know, we expected it was kind of going to go that way, but that's what behavior he's out of the freaking that day one demonstrating, Jeff. And I thought that was really cool to see him. Dude, especially the time he took with the kids. Did you see the one little girl that he interviewed with?
Yes.
Like, talk about that. Like, that was like, it's just...
No, it's perfect, man. I mean, he's already epitomizing a Raider, like, right out of the gate, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, he took the time. He's high-fiving everybody. People are giving him, Raider swag and stuff like that. I think I saw the Power Raider, made him a custom Mendoza Raider chain or whatever.
Jimmy Duke gave him his freaking...
100%. Yeah. So, I mean, fans are giving him stuff, and he's like, hey, thanks so much. Like, all that's, like, he was so engaging and all that, and, took the time to answer the questions and all that stuff that JT and Baron Davis asked him and all that stuff, and, and gave the right answers. Like, this dude already gets it. And I feel like I feel like the Raiders told him months ago, hey, man, you going to don that silver and black. You're here. Go ahead and start doing your research now.
Yeah,
so, you know what I mean? So I think he's had time to understand what it does mean to be a Raider. And yes, you're not a Raider until you step on the field for the first time. And Phil Villapiano gave me shit at the friggin' facility for rocking a Mendoza jersey. He goes, he hadn't even been on the field yet. Hey, easy with that shit. Yeah, I was like, hey, yeah, you're right. But
that's pretty funny.
No.
Only Phil can friggin' bust that out. You know
and he goes, was there another quarterback, number 15, there was an all-timer for the Raiders? And both you and I go, Tom Flores, hello. And he was like, no, his best time was in Buffalo. I'm like, yeah, he had a couple of Biletnikoff lines, I'm sure, as well.
Well, what did he want you to say? Kenny Pickett?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like, come on.
Yeah,
now,
Gardner Minshew?
Yeah. Which would have been funny. We should have done that.
Should have done that, 100%. But no, I'm loving what he's bringing to the table and all that. It's just, it's so awesome.
He's perfect for the role. He's not flashy. He's very humble. Like, you can tell that he did his research on Raider Nation and he understands what they needed from him, and he gave them gave us exactly what we needed from the first round draft pick. Like, you can tell that he did his homework across the board and has been doing his homework for a while. Yeah, I think he's the perfect person to step into that role.
Absolutely, yeah. So I mean, he's got everything is there. Now here comes It's kind of a big deal. Now you got to do it on the field.
Yeah.
Now you got to do it on the field. Demon King in there. We appreciate that with a $20 donation.
Yeah, what is that? Is that? I think that's Jason Hunter. Isn't
Jason
it?
Hunter.
Yeah.
Hope you all had a good trip. I really loved our draft. We are building a monster in Vegas. Brother, I could not agree more. And that leads us to, I think, perfectly, and thank you for that $20 donation, by the way. I think that leads us into our next topic, which, you know, listen, all the Fernando talk in the world is going to be coming out. And we're not going to go nuts here on each draft pick because I am going to be doing an 8-minute raid on each one of these guys. We'll be doing a deeper dive on those things. But next up is Treydan Stukes. He is a safety out of Arizona, Jeff.
Yeah.
This guy can play slot. He can play safety. He's twitchy. He's got oily hips.
Oh, yeah,
as frickin' Mike Mayock would say. And man, this dude is we have revamped our secondary in a big way, which you called. And so so many of us were looking at wide receiver, we're looking at defensive tackle, and yes, we addressed those things, but we went big time
heavy on the secondary.
Yeah. And it starts, and I think almost stops with this guy. Like, man, what a prospect Treydan Stukes is.
No, 100%, man. Yeah, third-team All-American. You know, this guy rose up in the draft rankings, like, real late, like his pro day and all that stuff.
Because he was coming off of that ACL, right?
Well, yeah. No, I don't know if he had. No, he played all season last year. No, I think he was. Well, you know what? I think he did miss some games.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He missed the first 4 games of last season. So yeah, but he's got incredible ball skills. And he.
So you two have something in common.
Well, there you go, and he can high point.
I've heard it, Michelle. I don't know.
Yeah, easy. But he can, and he high points the ball as well.
All right, that's enough.
That's enough.
Now you're.
No, he's great.
You high point balls.
No, yeah, you were the one.
You are the one who was a ball high pointer.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but he led Arizona with 4 interceptions, 52 tackles, a sack, 6 pass breakups. Man, this dude's a ball hawk. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I'm stoked for that, man.
Yep.
Looking forward to Michelle, you got any?
Well, only that it was so funny because everybody knows, we all know, I do not keep up with there's no one that I'm like, oh, this is the guy this is who we're taking next. I just know it. But everybody around us at the draft was like, had a special name in mind that they wanted to hear when that name was called. And when his name was called, there was not many people around me that were like, yes, that's who we wanted. And there were a lot of disappointments, but I was like, hell yeah. Because I was like, they must know what they're doing. So,
100%.
But I think it's so funny because through the weekend, there was a lot of, who the fuck is what? What are we doing? And but now we're learning
once you
that
dig
these
in,
are
you're like, oh shit, like this guy's a freaking dog.
Yes, yeah.
And so it's funny because other than the folks that really like dig into like the depth of the draft and all that kind of stuff. So when Stukes, when you look at like what the analysts' response was to Spytek taking him, they were like, oh, crushed it.
Yes.
Like nailed it.
Yep.
Nailed it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so, but again, it's so funny because we as fans, like, and I can say that collectively, and I'm sure there are outliers, and if you are, then congratulations. But when you look at the majority of Raiders social media, Raiders talk online, whether it be, fan shows like ours or people in the media, shit, I brought it up 800 times, especially on the 8-minute raid, about we brought in a disproportionate amount of wide receivers in for our top 30 visits.
Oh.
And how many wide receivers did we draft?
Oh, yeah.
1.
Yeah. When was it?
6th round.
Like, what the hell? Like, clearly I don't know shit either. And I'm fine with that. But as long as the Raiders do well with it, I don't need to be right. You be right.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm telling you, they're high on Jalen Naylor. They're really high on him.
Well, just ask Tim.
Well, and Thornton. But just ask Tim Brown. That dude loves Jalen Naylor.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's interesting how that stuff starts as fans because, again, I had it so in my head about this nose tackle.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're going to have that 3-4 nose tackle. But always the, what's the word I'm looking for? The unknown is what the Raiders think about who they already have.
Not true.
Like, they moved Laki Tassi to nose tackle. Are they going to make him that big? What is he, 6'6", 320 or some shit.
Yeah.
No, more than that. Like 340 or something. He's massive.
Oh, he's huge.
Goodness.
So, like, are they going to take that guy? Is that the guy they're like, oh, no, here we go. We're good. You know, is it Thomas Booker? Is it Adam Butler? Is it like, you know, you start looking around and it's like, is it J.J. Pegues, right? Is it Tonka Hemingway? We got all these other nose tackles. Yeah. But it was like, but we don't know because they were unproven because Papa Pete wouldn't freaking play the guys.
There you go.
That were drafted last year. I think Spytek was already drafting in a certain direction, and god dang Pete, because he didn't get his guys or whatever, you know, draft picks that he wanted, so that he freaking didn't play them. I think it was out of spite.
I agree.
And I think there was so much pettiness going. I'll save you this whole conversation. There's a lot of pettiness going on last year, Michelle. I think, and the more and the further more we go on, the further we get down this journey away from it, the more we're realizing that Pete was a saboteur because he wanted to show that he was the smartest guy in the room, and he fucking wasn't. Like, god dang it, I can't stand Pete Carroll. Like, anybody that tells me one more time he's a Hall of Fame coach, kiss my ass. He is not a Hall of Fame coach. John Schneider is a Hall of Fame general manager. Pete Carroll ain't shit. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Agree.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, I'll get off that freaking soapbox. But all right, so let's continue down the draft picks because I do want to get to. We got a lot of calls. We got a lot of emails. Trey Nance Dukes, man, I'm stoked for that one. Next up, I talked about in this last 8-minute raid. So you guys already heard my opinion on it. Kieron Crawford, Michelle, physically emulates Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not comparing him to Max Crosby. Don't hear what I'm not saying, Raider Nation. But I'm saying that they took a guy that can line up opposite Max with the same body type and same physical traits, and having two of those guys when there's uncertainty around Malcolm Kuntz.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to have somebody with the same sort of traits, the physical trait, all of the things to learn up under Max Crosby.
Yes.
What a like bookends for it's going to be really fun to watch.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. And what I thought was really interesting is this guy didn't put on a helmet and play football until senior year of high school.
Wow.
That's wild to me. That's wild, which to me screams coachable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this guy hasn't played but for 4 or 5 years. So if Robbie Leonard wants to, hey, I want you to do this. I want you to try something like this instead. He's not set in his ways of, well, I've been doing this shit since I was 14.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right,
Like
right,
this guy knows what he's, he's very coachable. But and he was the third team All SEC. And he's a stand-up rusher. I think this is exactly drafting this guy is why we got rid of Tyree Wilson.
100%. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Because he's going to be a 2-point stance guy. You know what I mean? He's going to be a 2-point stance guy, just like I think Malcolm can be too. So, I think that's, oh man, I love it. I love that. That might be my favorite pick. And again, I hate to keep referencing that show, but but if you want to hear my rundown on that, why, go to that 8-minute raid, man. This guy is going to be freaking awesome. Next up, Jeff, this was confusing to a lot of us because Trey Zune III out of Texas A&M is a center by trade. Granted, his versatility helps us understand why the Raiders drafted him. But I think, you signed Tyler Linderbaum in the offseason, and then you draft a guy that's a really good center, and all of us are like, huh? What are we doing here? But what's the versatility going to play into?
Yeah, the dude can play anywhere on the line. And and it's interesting because this guy it went into the draft as a center, but pretty much his collegiate career entirely was spent at left tackle.
Well, we already got a left tackle.
Well, but he's guard. He can play guard. So I think he can play opposite of JPJ on the other side, interior. And we're going to slide that in perfectly.
And what about this, Michelle, as Colton Miller continues to get older, if this dude can play, and I don't know if you start a career as an NFL guard, can that just automatically transition to left tackle? But that's also at a minimum, it's a depth play for this season.
Yeah, well, and that's one thing because when we were all at dinner and we were kind of reading about him, he can do all of those things. So you put him into the spot you want him, and he develops there. You're adding to, like when Colton Miller does eventually, however many years he has left, he just takes that position, and there's no loss there.
Absolutely. Is he is Colton the most tenured Raider at this point?
I feel like it.
I think so. I think it's Colton and then got to be Max.
Colton and AJ.
Oh, yeah.
And Max.
I always forget about it.
Ooh, Colton was 2018. Max was 2019.
Yeah, but AJ Cole was already here in Oakland when Max got drafted.
Ooh, fact check us.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Chat room, you guys are smarter than we are. It's got to be
Tap in, chat.
That's got to be their. But at a minimum, that's your top 3.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because that's our last
That's
3.
our last
Oakland
3
Raiders.
Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
three.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Yeah, but what I thought was interesting also about him is he was ranked the top athletic offensive lineman in this draft.
Which fits the whole
Which fits the
wide
versatile
zone,
wide
sideline
there
to
you
sideline.
go.
Yeah.
There you
Yep,
go. He
yep.
was a team captain at Texas A&M last year,
Love
so
it.
you love to see guys that can lead on the offensive line, and he does. He reminds me a lot of JPJ.
Come on.
You know, so I mean, if we can have 2 of those guys on the same line, like sign me up for that.
Let's have a nasty offense. Hey, how much do you think about like the best Raider teams of all time? All had nasty offensive lines.
Come on, dude.
Nasty
Linderbaum,
offensive.
JPJ, freaking Colton Miller, and freaking Trey Zune. Like, holy cow, bro.
And TJ Glaze.
And then there's always that one guy.
But that might be.
That reminded me of a TikTok. Me and you and me and you and your friend Steve. Steve.
Or the one that's trending right now is where Michael Jackson's like, I love all my brothers and Jermaine. Or I want to thank all my brothers and Jermaine.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
brother too.
exactly.
So that TikTok you're talking about, that's Flight of the Conchords.
Oh, yeah.
I love that show.
There
Those
you
guys
go.
are hilarious. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, next up, we'll let you take this
Yeah,
one, Jeff.
let me take it.
Run with it because
Yeah.
that's your boy out of Tennessee, man.
Besides Fernando Mendoza, this is my favorite pick of the entire
Love
draft.
it. Well,
Favorite pick of the entire
because
draft.
that's your favorite college team, bro.
No, I'm telling you, dude, this guy had a potential to be top 10. We're talking about Jermon McCoy, cornerback out of Tennessee. He tears his ACL in January of last year, hasn't played since, but like in 2024, 44 tackles, 13 pass breakups, and 4 interceptions in the 2024 season.
Damn.
This dude is a freaking ball hawk. He's elite. And to me, this is a very high reward, low risk kind of pick because you save him, you don't draft him until the 4th round. Everyone else passes on him. So, hey, why not take a shot at a guy that could have potentially been a top 10 pick going into the draft? Like this dude, if he's healthy, like I think he's probably going to be because he's sat out for a year and a half now. This dude could be our number 1 corner for 10 years.
Do you think he's going to compete out of the gate across from Stokes?
Yes,
Like
I do.
With
Out of the gate.
Cameron Richardson.
I think he's
like,
already
you
going to
think
be ahead of
that's-
those guys.
Really?
Yep, I think so.
Love it, man.
I think so.
Love
Yeah,
it.
no.
Well, we need
I'm
one, man.
I'm so freaking fired up for this guy. This is going to be great.
Okay, I dig it, man. And so then we've got, and of course we got Taron Johnson played in the slot.
Absolutely.
So maybe this was the move, man.
Yep.
Maybe this was the move. All right, next up, let's get to the. This was a fun one. Mike Washington, running back out of Arkansas, Michelle,
Yes.
comes to us in the 4th round. So they said that he's going to be like the thunder and lightning to Ashton Genty.
Okay.
This is like lightning and lightning to me.
I
'Cause
agree with
he's
that.
fast as shit, and he's a big dude, but he reminds me of like body type, like a Latavius Murray.
Oh, okay.
Kind of situation. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, it's exciting because I feel like there's not been a number 2 running back. Like there's guys, but none of them really like
we had
stepped
Jacobs,
up.
but then
I mean like behind Genty.
Oh,
like
who
are
last
the
year?
guy?
Oh, yeah. It was Raheem Mostert.
There's exactly. Yeah. So listen, anything feels closer like an upgrade. But yeah, Latavius Murray, if it's looking like that, then hell yeah.
I'm thinking so, man. But this dude, there's like a lot of guys that like are really deep into the draft, like our buddy Graff and Wasted and those guys. This is like one of their favorite picks.
100%,
Like,
man.
like
100%. I was
amazing
talking to a guy that I one of my customers, and he said, "Man, he goes, y'all stole my pick.
Oh,
that's who I wanted." And he's a Titans fan. He was like, "Dude, I wanted freaking Washington bad."
Yeah.
Like, and because I mean, he does. He reminds me a lot of Genty. And I think
Just
their
bigger version.
Yeah.
100%. But I think their styles of play are so similar.
Oh.
And yeah, I mean, like, but this is a perfect Kubiak pick. Because look what he did. Look at what he did with freaking Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet.
Yeah. Yes.
And who's the other cat out of Boise State that I always forget his name.
Me too.
That guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Him.
that guy. Yeah.
Yes.
But like, I mean, it's like they had that 3-headed monster there. Well, now we've built a monster ourselves in the backfield. And so, so if Genty's having an off night, well, okay, well, then you throw the other guy in.
Yeah.
Now, you may not want to draft either one of these guys in fantasy because
you're going to get a lot of
because you're going to get vulture touchdowns, and whoever you start is going to, the other one's going to obviously play and all that stuff. But no, man, I'm fired up for this one.
Well,
this is
know
great.
what I like about this is that with this now new wide zone thing, with these guys being the front of the line, the offensive line, it's all about flow. It's all about sideline to sideline, and it's one cut, and then boom, then there they go. And I think that this is exciting because Mike Washington is a big play guy, and so can Ashton Genty be. We didn't see it last year, and a lot of fans got disenfranchised with Ashton Genty, but it was because he was playing behind, frankly, a little bit of an under-talented offensive line and shit coaching. So from run game coordinator all the way through to offensive line coach. So now to have like legit offensive line coaching with Rick Dennison, a legit scheme with the wide zone run, and now an improvement in talent in front, Ashton Genty's going to have a hell of a year. And I think too, so will Mike Washington. And you watch, you will see, this is bold prediction time. Here we
Do
go.
it because I was going to, yeah.
You will see both of these guys bust one wide open and run for 60 yards to the house or more at some point this season.
Yep.
Which was a rarity last year. I mean, frankly, like I remember like when Latavius Murray did it against the Broncos on Sunday Night Football, I think it was. But like occasionally it would happen. Josh Jacobs was good. Remember we did to Houston to win the game. Like Josh Jacobs do it. You got two guys now that have that ability.
The home run ability.
That speed. Washington runs a 4-3-3.
Oh, yeah.
If he's in the open field,
He
gone.
He gone, bro.
Like, that's it. It's over. Game over.
Yep.
And that's the thing. But now, will he, and this is the thing, will he have the vision behind the offensive line to make that cut? Because here's the thing about the zone run scheme, is it can be tricky for guys because there is no set gap. You go where the play goes. So you got to be able to read what's going on and then be decisive and go. Now, Ashton Genty has done that in college. We know he has that ability to identify and then hit it. You know what I mean? Like you think back to like Raider running backs like Trent Richardson, the reason he was amazing in Alabama and in college and stunk with the Colts and with the Raiders, he couldn't read the zones. He couldn't read the gaps. Ashton Genty does that. Now, can Mike Washington do that? I don't know. We're going to find out. And maybe the chat room's got some insight on Arkansas running game. I don't know. But I think that this could be the potential for something really special. We know Kubiak is going to lean on it. And if he does, and it's successful, watch these guys start pressing the line of scrimmage. And then guess what? Now your boy Naylor, bam, Dante Thornton, bam, Brock Bowers splitting the zone, splitting safeties, bam, taking that shit to the house.
Yep.
That's where the passing game was. God dang it, I'm fired
I
up.
know.
I'm not supposed to get excited about this shit.
What are you doing?
Yep.
I hate football so much. All right, Jeff, who's next?
Yeah, absolutely. So we bring in in the fifth round, we bring in Stukes, buddy.
Oh,
we bring him in. Dalton Johnson.
We're
just handcuffing safeties over here from Arizona, man. I love it. Opposite of Stukes, another ball hockey kind of guy. I think he had like 3 picks last year or something like that.
A little undersized.
A little undersized,
but that's what you're going to get in a later round.
In a fifth round. Yeah, 100%. But no, I love the pick.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, who's next?
Yeah, next up we had Hezekiah Masses. I think he's a nickel guy with some speed.
Yes.
I like him.
Ball hawk.
And a ball hawk.
Ball hawk.
Yep.
And I love the size and the speed. That's the thing that to me was like such a common theme clearly amongst this draft was that it felt a little bit, Michelle, like we were getting back to. So listen, I understand that like football evolves, things change as you go forward. But there are certain things that, who was it that said there are certain identities? Was it Kubiak that said there are certain identities with certain organizations? And so one of the, I'm pretty sure it was Kubiak that said that in one of his press conferences. And one of the things that's synonymous with the Raiders is speed. Mm-hmm. And these guys are, everyone we've drafted to play in the secondary is fast as hell.
Yeah, it's almost like they went back to what has worked in the past. You know, like they looked historically at the things that the Raiders have done, and they were like, let's start there. And then go from there. But listen, that's one of my favorite parts about a football game is the speed on guys getting things done, the ball hawk stuff, like all of that. That's like my favorite. That's my favorite way to watch. So I'm all for it. I think it's fucking great.
Yeah, getting guys with that freaking speed, Jeff, the nastiness in the trenches. It's like, wait a minute, this is starting to feel like a quarterback with a freaking, a timely big arm. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. We might be watching Raider football again.
100%. Yeah. Spytek's over here filling holes,
Hey,
and he's making good picks.
Hell yeah, let's go.
But no, like you look at like we.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Yeah, man. But like you look at the spots that we needed to address in the freaking draft, and we did it. Yeah. We did it, and we did it from top to bottom. So speaking of speed, in the sixth round, we grabbed Malik Benson, wide receiver out of freaking Oregon. I think he's another guy that's maybe just a touch undersized, but
4'3", 189.
There you go. Well, 4.37 40 time, and this guy scored 6 touchdowns last year, and 5 of them were from 40+ yards out.
Oh, geez.
So like this dude is a bit like he's a home run potential.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
You, man.
Yeah. And then
and then wrap it up with Brandon Cleveland.
With Brandon Cleveland, defensive tackle out of North Carolina State, 6'3", 307. Big nasty dude in the middle.
He hasn't missed the buffet at Golden Corral
Never.
here
my
lately.
kind of people
Never.
right there.
No. He's gonna be staying at Moneyline Pizza over there.
Yeah.
He's got a career best 4.2% run stop rate in 2025. So, like, man, I'm telling you, dude, like this, it's hard not to be excited about this Raiders cut. I think that you nailed it on the head, and way to just kind of close out this segment, and then we got to get to your calls, is that the Raiders drafted for everything they needed to do, everything they needed to draft, didn't follow according to what our fan expectations were, but that's okay. Because after the fact, we look at, now listen, all these aren't going to work out. It does just because like we can get excited about these things. If the odds are not in their favor. Yeah. And I wish every single one of these young men the ultimate success. But the NFL is a very unforgiving league, and it will prove out that some of these guys, it's not going to translate, and they're not going to be freaking Hall of Famers and all pros and all that kind of stuff. That said, on the front end, it's a very responsible draft for the Raiders. And I think that for the first time in a long time, not only did we address the positions of need, but they are going to be set up for the best positions of success, because last year's draft class was not.
Yeah.
Those guys were not set up for success. Not even Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
Remember when Pete said they wanted to save him? Because they didn't want to get wear and tear on him for late in the year? For what, Pete? There was no late in the year. So the idea that we have drafted now for these guys to be able to excel, and they are in a good fit and can develop, and we have a responsible coaching staff to do so. Again, it's remained to be seen if that will actually happen, but it feels like we're on the right track.
Yep.
Fair?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, absolutely fair. I think starting when we fired Pete Carroll, I think this has been one of the most successful off seasons so far that I've seen.
Oh, dude! Like
you know what I mean? Like when you couple the free agency with this draft, like we addressed the things that we needed to address in free agency, so we didn't have to do it in the draft, or we didn't have to scramble and go, oh fuck, we need a linebacker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, we need a reach on a receiver or something, like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, it's like, by the way, it's like our front seven was really looking good no matter what prior to the draft.
Yes.
Okay. And then now look at you loaded up with all these young fast guys in the secondary. And not only are those guys fast, they're also physical. Yeah. That's something else we had talked a lot about. And like that whole idea, like, oh my gosh, like they rounded out the team. Now again, it's got to be done on the field and all that, but on paper, the team has been rounded out. It's been fleshed out. You could see the plan forming. We know what the scheme is. We know what the desire is of the offense. We brought in a guy like Kirk Cousins to mentor and not put immediate pressure on our rookie. It's like you start like all the things. It's like, okay, we can see the vision. Now, is the vision going to work? We don't know, but I can appreciate like a sniper approach and not a scatter shot. And I felt like last year was a scatter shot. Be like, hey, let's do this and let's do this and let's do this and let's do this. And people are on the different pages and whatever. And there's a lot of miscommunication going on. This is the first time, even prior to last year, I'm talking like maybe even prior to freaking.
Gosh.
Because even Gruden felt slap shot at times. It didn't feel like this is like one vision, all going towards the same goal. Spytek working towards the same goals as Kubiak, working towards the same goals as Rob Leonard, working towards this. Right? You feel me? Like it's just all going the same direction, Michelle.
Yeah, like who can say how it will translate to wins and losses? But it does feel like we are going to see the most competent leadership coaching squad, and so we're going to see like a product on the field that we haven't seen in a while. I do feel like that is I think I can confidently say that, like, because you're right. Even with like Gruden, he was looking for the sexy pick, like the big splash, but this was like, what
trying to be smarter than everybody else in the room.
Yeah. What needs do we need to fill? Who's the most competent person that can fill that need? It really does feel very like they're putting the bricks in order with the thought process in mind instead of just like, what's the biggest, coolest thing we can do? Yeah. I really do think we're going to see something incredible on the field.
I agree. And McDaniels and Ziegler, out of the gate, 2 first-round picks for Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like, out of the gate, was it 2 first round, 1
first
and
a second?
Sorry,
Yeah.
but it's still 1 point.
Same,
Big,
yeah.
You get me, though. They're like, make the splash early on.
Make the splash. Yeah, we grabbed him and grabbed Chandler Jones right out of the rip.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? And then, holy shit.
Yeah.
So, this is nice. This is
Yeah,
nice.
It is nice.
This is really nice.
This is nice. Hey, listen, if we win 5 games this year, I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what? Me too.
You know, I don't want that. Clearly,
Right.
my silver and black heart wants us to win 17, and I will root for them to win 17, and I'll be disappointed if we, you know what I mean? Like, when we lose, like, I'm not sitting here trying to be like, oh, I'm okay, you're okay. Like, let's just freaking all
But
sing
we'll
Kumbaya.
understand.
We'll see the vision.
Yes.
You see the plan.
Yes.
If as long as the team does not regress, I want to see as a fan. I want to see growth.
Yes.
I want to see progress.
Yeah.
If we can see progress, I think that would create for a successful 2026 season, because it's like, all right, last year we saw nothing but regression. And you could argue that even and I know there were extenuating circumstances, but under the Gruden regime, there was regression. Under Josh McDaniels, there was regression. When was the last time we saw this Raider team get better throughout the course of a period of time? And that was 2016. That was the cumulative effect of 2014 and 2015. Was that Reggie McKenzie and Jack Del Rio building a consistent vision for 2 years, and that led to a 3rd year. And if it wasn't for Derek getting hurt, then whatever. We'll see where it could have gone, but it didn't. But like, that was the last time you saw serious progression over a period of time. Yes, we had the blip on the radar in 2021 with Gruden, but that was a blip on the radar. Blips on the radar don't, and I understand. I understand why. There was the Ruggs incident. There was the whole freaking, there was Damon Arnett. There was Gruden's emails. There was a lot going on that led to the
And they rallied
fallout.
and they rallied around each other.
And they
and
rallied
with
around Rich
Bisaccia.
Bisaccia and Will Compton.
Yes, yeah.
Shout out the boy.
Hey, there you go.
Shout out Playoff Willie. But and we're being silly. But like, the whole idea though is that like that. This, I think, as long as we can see progress, as much as we are all desperate for a playoff run and to see that. And I'm not saying those things can't happen, because turnarounds happen in the league every single year. But if we could see effective, confident play on the field, responsible, no dead ball penalties, right? Nothing, no mix-ups, no freaking, too many men on the field, like all the bullshit things that we saw. If we can not have any of those things be the story of the 2026 Raiders and see competent play, see Brock Bowers get targeted in the red zone, see Ashton Genty get fed the ball an abundant amount of times. If we can see those things, like, I swear, man, I'm square.
It's going to be such a good season, because I think we are going to see all of those things.
I think so too.
Yes,
But we said that shit last year.
Well,
I'm sitting over here on this microphone going like, oh, we got Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly's going to target the shit out of Brock Bowers, and then didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
but did he want to?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
The incompetence, we couldn't see it. We couldn't see the incompetence. We could only see what we were told to see. So I think that, I know. Okay, I really do feel like it does feel different this coming season. I don't know how that translates to wins and losses, but I do. It really does feel like they're building something.
Yeah,
and I think we will see progress at each milestone in the season.
Yep,
I really do.
I think
believe
so
that.
too. Yeah.
I'm gonna challenge you.
Okay, challenge me.
Because here I am espousing, and so is Michelle, espousing this idea of like, just want to see us get better. Just want to see responsibility.
Okay.
Just want to see growth.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how that's reflected in the win column.
Mm-hmm.
Now contrast that with Wayne Mabry. The standard is greatness.
Mm-hmm.
That's not us expecting greatness. That's us expecting responsible freaking coaching. And so are we hedging as fans? Is that how beaten down we are? Because I don't want to violate, for lack of a better term, that concept of we as Raider fans, we expect greatness. We expect championships. Well, we shouldn't
but we see it building.
Mediocre.
But we see it building.
Okay, talk on that.
Yeah, we see it building. I feel like the theme of this season should be hold up, let them cook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because can we turn it around right away? Hell yeah. You know, I mean, they haven't given us a reason to not think that, you know.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like the way that they've drafted, the way that they sign players, the way, all this stuff, the coaching staff we bring in, the competent GM that we finally have, chain free. You know what I mean? They've given us every reason to think that, like, hey, this shit could turn around quick. Like, this rebuild may not be a rebuild, just a retool. You know what I'm saying? And so, no, I don't think that, wanting to see improvement is lowering the standard of a Shield. You know, if we win 5-6 games next year, I think you'd be happy because the year before you only won 3. But if you see that progress and you see, oh shit, Mendoza's legit. You know what I mean? Oh shit, Jalen Naylor might be a wide receiver 1. Like, oh shit, Jermon McCoy is here to stay for a long time. Like, if you see these little things, these little victories, the scoreboard will eventually, like you said, the scoreboard will always take care of itself in the end.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that, no, I don't think that's, I don't think you're hedging at all into what Wayne said. I mean, no, I think that's
because I think ultimately the greatness will be there. And I think that that's what, if anything, if I might be, I'll own my words. I'm not going to hedge. I'm not expecting the Raiders to set the world on fire this season. Out of the gate, year one, brand new quarterback, brand new coach, brand new everything for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
My faith and my not lowering the standard of the Shield is that and the decisions that they have made and the personnel they have established will lead.
That's what I was going to say. That's how you get to greatness. Like, you don't just wake up great. Like, you have to do all of those, all the little things that we're expecting to see is how you achieve greatness, and which remains to be seen. And I think, which is why we're hesitant, and because we've been around the block enough to know that we've expected greatness in the past and seen fucking shit on the field, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it's all of the little things that we've been seeing is how you get to greatness. You don't just get there by wishing. You do all the little things that we've talked about this whole, through this whole draft process, all the little things, that's how you get to greatness.
Kenny Stabler was drafted in 1969. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
They won the Super Bowl in 1976, the 76 season.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So there you go. It didn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It didn't happen
Yeah.
overnight. And the residual effect of those teams of the 70s turned into what the teams of the 80s and then the teams of the teams of the 80s were. And then you fast forward that to Gruden's building of teams that started in 99, and it wasn't until 2002 we were in the Super Bowl. So, and then if we use my example of 2014, it takes 3 years. Like it takes time. Again, go back to that idea. Yes, it can happen overnight, but I'm not going to expect it to, because I think that would be setting ourselves up for failure. And that's to your point, is that I feel like I've set myself up, and we have set ourselves up as fans for just one too many seasons now.
Yeah.
And just to be let down and have it be turned to
Because
shit.
even today I was kind of trying to watch some things to learn a little bit about our draft picks so I could be a little prepared. And Devin came home for lunch, and He was like, what are you doing? And I was telling him. He was like, oh, okay. Like he didn't ask any questions. He did not care to ask a thing. And I was like, man, I hope we get a great start to see some good seasons to bring him back in, because he could have cared. Like, we got Fernando Mendoza, like you knew that one, but like didn't give a shit about anything that I was listening to, and I was just like.
Sure. But like the future looks, Al Davis said the greatness of the Raiders is in its future, and the future looks so unbelievably bright right now, because you look at what we did in free agency and the draft, like we just talked about. But like next year, we're still going to have like $77 million of cap space next year. You like this retool that we did this season? We going to run it back and we going to do it again. Like this team, and God forbid we actually make waves this season. Like, holy shit, dude. Like we could be setting up for something really great.
Absolutely. All right, let's cleanse the palate real quick, and then we're gonna get to the calls and the emails. Here's how I'm gonna cleanse the palate. This will be cool. This will be fun. So here's one of the guys that we met this last weekend. Miles Burris. Miles Burris just hit me back. He's gonna join us in studio.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah, he says he's booked up on Wednesday, so we'll probably do like a Tuesday or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
but
fantastic.
We'll accommodate Miles' schedule to get him in here.
There you go. Tell him to bring all the stuff that he endorses.
Oh my God. We'll just
I need some of that. I need some of that, like make my cortisol low or some shit like that. I need all that stuff.
He's got some cool stuff. Yeah,
he's got some cool stuff.
Yeah.
There you go. Shout out Miles Burris.
He's a funny fucking guy.
Funny as shit.
You have to look
Shout
him
out the 4th round pick out of San Diego State.
Come on, man.
Let's go. He's so damn
will my Miles Burris jersey be in soon?
Probably not.
Damn.
No, probably not.
we gotta wait to have that thing.
That's just coming from overseas, dog.
Well, they didn't have a Raider image?
Damn, that's wild. We're going to have to call them.
Shots fired, man. Shots fired. They will soon.
Send them a letter.
He's
What the
crushing
hell?
it.
Yeah,
How about
he really
him
is.
playing
So
Phil
funny.
Villapiano, man?
Yeah.
In the
What
Mad
honor.
movie coming up.
Fun,
Yeah,
man.
that's so cool.
And I did see a photo of them together at the facility.
Oh,
on
you
Friday.
did? Good.
Because we
Okay.
talked about like, oh my gosh, we should have got a
Should've
picture
got-
of the two of them.
Oh,
But I saw a
yeah.
picture of the two of them, like, and he,
cool.
Phil's holding up his ring and all this. No, it's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
Did
badass.
shit. There's so much to talk about. Did you see the cast for this Madden movie coming up in
We
September?
talked about it at the airport, but I haven't. I need to look up everybody that's in it because it looks bananas.
Bananas, man. And there's so many guys like Miles that have been cast to play
Oh, that's so cool.
former players, because there's someone playing Kenny. There's someone playing Art Shell. Oh, yeah, we did talk about that.
Yeah.
There's someone playing Gene Upshaw. There's someone playing Mark Van Egan. There's someone
Bolitnikoff.
playing Red Bolitnikoff. Like, this, I thought that Madden movie was going to focus mainly on, and I wonder if we can get any, not spoilers.
Ooh,
we might have to get
behind
some.
the scenes.
Yeah, I might get some from Miles here. But like, I thought it was going to focus like a little bit on his coaching career and then move into his broadcasting career and a video game career, which clearly most people are familiar with, more so than Raider Nation. But Christian Bale's playing freaking Al Davis. And
he ain't coming in for some chump role.
Sienna Miller's playing Carol Davis. Like, they're bringing in like
heavy hitters
to play like a lot of Raider roles.
Yeah.
And
That's
so I'm like,
exciting.
all right, this thing might be Raider heavy, man.
That's sweet, dude.
That's so cool.
It's
Yeah.
so cool. We might be eating good. And was it September? No. Yeah, September. No.
November.
November. Because
November.
of course, because Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Because
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Enough of us, right?
Jeez, man.
Enough of us.
That was a lot of us, guys.
Can y'all tell we were excited?
I know,
my gosh.
right?
Yeah, we're fired up over here. But yeah, enough of us and more of you. Let's head to the Sea of Fans mailbag.
Yay.
There he is, fading, looking. He's under the gun. He's tied, he's thrown. It is.
All right, we appreciate you, Raider Nation, for joining us for this episode of Raiders Fan Radio. We've got Raider Rue in there. What's up, Rue? We've got Jesse Cardenas in there. We've got our buddy Paul Edgerton is in there. Jeff Garrison is in there. Of course, and I'm talking about the most amazing chat room in all of Raider Nation. Reese Rock is in there. LV Maximus, we got to see LV.
Yeah, we sure did.
They're at the draft. Raider Spy is in there. Maitland is in there. So many of our good friends. We appreciate you so very, very much for supporting Raiders Fan Radio and joining us for this episode. And so also, Not only can we hear from you in the greatest chat room ever at youtube.com/RaidersFanRadio, we get to hear from you in the Sea of Fans mailbag, and you can email the show at show@RaidersFanRadio.com, or you can call the show at 909-345-3346. And Michelle has the honor of reading your emails. And Michelle, who do we have tonight?
So first we have James Williams.
What up, James?
Good morning. Fernando, we finally have a GM who knows what is needed to compete and win. The Raiders finally have a quarterback. Also, the 2026 NFL draft was the best I have seen for the Raiders in my entire adult life. I'm celebrating. That's
a bold statement,
heavy,
but
right?
hey,
Yeah,
but, you know,
but I feel that
you can't disagree with that very much.
No, you can't. Oh, I lost my place. Hold on. Now there are a group of people pissed about the wide receiver position. Okay, that's fine, but we still don't know what we have in the building. Besh, is it Besh or Beck? Besh. Okay. Yeah. Besh and Thornton had to deal with the clown show from last season. Maybe Kubiak has a plan for them. Tucker is on his last year of his contract. He should show out to earn his second contract. Naylor is here, and he was underutilized in Minnesota because of the two beasts ahead of him. I'm sure Kubiak has a plan for him. Also, the Raiders are number one in the waiver wire, so if a good receiver is released, the Raiders are first in the pecking order.
Hey.
Let's see how this plan plays out. Remember, Rome was not built in one day. James Williams.
Nice, James.
Oh, that's true. I didn't know we had the
I did.
waiver
Yeah, first in the waiver order. Like, yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
so
cool.
if somebody does get released, we're all over it.
I didn't realize that. That's awesome. Okay, next we have Paul. Paul. Evening, gang. I hope you're all well and back to normality after another crazy Vegas weekend. Almost. We're almost there. So that's Pittsburgh 2026 over and done with. Our draft class is getting a lot of good feedback, including our UDFA list. There are still some in the social media world whining because they thought we should have picked other players or moaning about other teams' picks being better. Screw that. I don't care who went elsewhere. I only care about the guys we got, and it looks on face value like a great, well-selected group. It seems to have been a well-thought-out process by Spytek and his crew. Areas of needs have been addressed, and we can move on. Our new guys now need time to grow. So please, Raider Nation, let them do just that. Don't start throwing negativity at anyone for any reason. This is our future, and we need to get behind them all. Our days of negativity left the building with Pete Carroll. Let's be positive.
Attaboy, Paul.
I'd like to see a return to the Raiders versus the world siege mentality that will turn the Allegiant Stadium into a place where people fear, a fortress, if you will. Win your home games and the battle becomes a lot easier. The FC West doesn't scare me a bit. I don't give a shit who they picked up or what the media says. The Chiefs are on a downward turn, and Peyton and the other jackwagon in San Diego are nothing to be concerned about. We could have a team to compete with very soon. Maybe this year, maybe next, but it is happening. One of our problems has been we've been fighting with ourselves for too long because of too many bad decisions, and we've gone further away from the task at hand. Not under Spytek. He's had a great start at the new year. To the new year. Now let's get these training camps going and fine-tune the roster. The Raiders are coming. Everybody pause. Swaggo, start the engine. Paul.
Damn you, Paul.
Swaggo, start the engine on that wagon, fella. And finally, somebody online suggested we take Tyreek Hill as a wide receiver one.
No.
Stop it with that shit. It would go against everything the Raiders and Mark Davis in particular stand for. A very bad idea. We don't need that kind of disgraceful human and failed father anywhere near us. Stay safe, RFR family. Love you, Raider Nation. His Lordship, the Royal Scribe, Paul Edgerton, Shropshire, Mississippi, Polly Award winner 2019-2022, Foggy Glasses Award winner 2020, Made Man of the Year 2024, RFR Maverick Award winner 2025, BRT Sizzler scorekeeper, Proud Made Man, five-time times five winner of the Raiders Fan Radio BRT Sizzler Award.
Attaboy, Paul.
Come on, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Paul, your name Paul? Hello? Paul.
I met him with Paul. Who? Paul.
Paul, yes, Paul.
Paul's not here. Hey, Paul. Paul.
Hi. I'm Paul.
Damn right you are. And yeah, man, I don't see Tyreek Hill being.
Gosh.
Hell no, dude.
Like, that's,
Also, Jason Marshall in the chat said Fernando will win a playoff game before Herbert.
Ooh,
I love it.
I like that.
That's
I can
you
get
know
down with
what?
that.
That's a badass
I
bold
like
prediction.
that, yeah.
Who is that again?
Jason Marshall.
Shout out
I
Jason
like that
Marshall, man.
prediction.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. That's
That is
a good
one.
Yeah, and good stuff there, Paul. We appreciate you, brother,
Yeah.
as always. And yeah, you are absolutely on point.
Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't even take repeat. It's just, I mean, when you consider, I'll just say this because I don't want to rehash anything that's tragic unnecessarily, but like what the Bolitnikoff Foundation stands for, like, come on now, come on. It's
Yeah.
just,
That's a no.
That ain't gonna happen.
It ain't ever gonna happen.
Nope.
All right, next up, let's go to Paul's brethren there out in the UK. And let's check in with the first voicemail of the night. And let's check in with our Now, a couple of these might be a little older.
Oh, yeah.
So have some patience with some of these folks because they got their voicemails in, maybe even pre-draft. I don't know. But we'll check in first off with Martin.
So it's finally here. The week of the draft and the end, mercifully, of mock draft season. That time of year where every commentator and content creator plays GM, mostly without giving much of any thought to how the actual GM might operate. This is a system quite alien to those of us outside of the US. Certainly in England and throughout the UK, college sports simply isn't at the level required to feed directly into professional sports teams. There certainly isn't a mechanism for making it happen that I'm aware of. It's down to the clubs to develop talent through their own academies. You can only imagine the depths of boredom I have to endure each off-season, as commentators of varying ability fall over each other to talk about very little.
Same.
Maybe the fault is mine for tuning in for hours on end, often late into the night, and expecting anything more than an extended series of guesses and shots in the dark, punctuated by facile debates with an audience easily as clueless as the host. We cling like a shivering Titanic passenger onto the floating wreckage of hope that something interesting like a trade or an arrest might happen to break up the monotony. Maybe someone will retire and take that network TV job they always wanted so they can tell the viewers what they would have done had they not retired. Anyway, I'll pick at number 1 as a nailed-on certainty, right? Right? With the 86 number 1 picks there have ever been, 40 have been quarterbacks, so Mendoza seems the statistical, if not the obvious tactical choice. I don't have a plan B on how to feel if they do anything else tomorrow, so I'll cross that particular chasm of doom when it happens. Either way, I have a small amount of Jack Daniels with my name on it that I've kept either to celebrate and toast our impending better times or to help numb the pain of more suckery. Shout out to the chat, to the One Nation Foundation and their partners, to the sponsors of whatever this was we just allowed into our ears, and go Raiders!
Love it, Martin. Love it, Martin.
Hey, you want to know who the sponsors are that let that into our ears?
Need some refreshment?
Damn
Sip
right.
Real. At HTO, you can dive into dozens of flavors of real and real refreshing iced tea. Mix and match your faves or grab a gallon to go. HTO. Real tea, real refreshing.
HTO. It fucks hard.
That'll never be not funny.
It will never.
It will never be not funny.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man, we appreciate you, Martin, so very, very much. Thank you for that incredible voicemail, my friend. And, yeah, the good stuff there from Martin.
Did either of you, right before we did the first pick, did either of you, like, have just a split second of, what if they don't say Mendoza?
Oh, my butthole was clenched for sure.
No, like.
And you were worried about the pick.
And I was worried about the pick. You damn right.
Yeah, for that split second, I was just like, oh, here we
No, I'm with you, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's
Cleveland Farrell.
Yeah, no,
You know?
serious.
the rug has been pulled out from under us
yes,
one too many times for me
yeah,
to not
yeah.
expect some
Yeah.
fuckery going
Yeah.
on.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
The Raiders select Alex Leatherwood.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, trigger warning.
I know,
I
right?
forgot about that.
Oh. Oh, no, we had a run there, Michelle, in the first round.
Oof.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, so
Okay,
thank you
yeah.
again, Martin. We appreciate you so very, very much, brother. All right, next up we got, so again, some of these are a little bit, they're older,
Okay.
but they play.
Hell
They're
yeah.
working. And
Okay.
our-
That's
and
right, that's
our
right.
buddy T-Hom,
Okay.
who loves to come in with the impressions.
Oh.
So shout out Scooby and Shaggy.
Oh, hell
Hey, nice.
Well, Scooby-Doo, the
Oh,
Raiders
gosh.
have finally announced their new head coach. Uh-huh. Quit Scooby Snack. No, Scoob, not
Scooby Snack, Clint Kubiak. Now, wait a minute, Scooby-Doo. You're my best bud, my best pal, and I like food just as much as you do. But our coach's name is not Scooby Snack, it's Kubiak. Scooby Snack. Scooby-Doo, he's come over as the offensive coordinator for the world champion Seattle Seahawks, and he's now taken over as the coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. How in the world can you say that our new coach's name is Scooby Snack? Okay, wise guy, I'm going to call you out on this. Go ahead and defend why you think the coach's name is Scooby Snack. Okay, he's good, he's popular, everybody wants him, and he's a champion. Okay, Scoob, let me get this straight. He's good, he's popular, everybody wants him, and he's a champion? Yeah. Okay, Scoob, I have to admit, you have a pretty valid argument. Everything you've said is true. So I guess you're right. The new coach for the Raiders is Clint Scooby Snack. No, Rubiak. Scooby-Doo! Scooby-Doo!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. Thanks, Shaggy and Scooby, for calling into the show. All right, next up, so speaking of, we're going back-to-back dogs.
Oh, okay.
So we went Scooby-Doo to our buddy Yan Dog.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Jeff, Michelle, Murf, Yan Dog. I don't have much to say because the season hasn't started, but when it does start, I'll be talking your ears off.
As my dog's barking outside too, by the way.
Yeah, right.
I can tell you that I'm excited about the Raiders season. I'm giving my prediction. I gave it to T. I think the Raiders can go 11-6. I like Spytek. He's going to be a great coach. They got a good GM. And what do you call it? I think their pieces are going to come together. I can't wait for the draft, which is right around the corner, a few days. And I like the center we got from the Ravens. We could build up that offensive line and also get some good defensive backs. And we should be all right because I know we got receivers at a tight end, one of the better ones in the NFL.
The best.
And we're going to hopefully, and that Kirk Cousins is a good choice. That beats all the other crap that the Raiders had. And just not to throw Mendoza into the Wolves. It's a good way of doing things and working things out on that quarterback situation. You don't want to take your rookie and throw him around and then get beat up. Kirk Cousins is not a bad quarterback. He's a decent quarterback. So, but anyway, guys, there's not much to say, and I just wanted to stay in touch. And like I said, all the time I call you guys, the three is there. You're like family to me, besides my family. And I love your show, Murph. And you got two good people there working for you, in Jeff and Michelle. And boy, I wish I could come down and see you guys down in your studio. And I've already been wearing silver and black the whole time. And I thought I'd tell you one more thing.
Okay.
I've, what do you call it? Was at a Bills game a couple of years ago. I didn't tell you this. And I had painted silver and black on my face and dressed in Raider silver and black. And I got booed by the Buffalo fans because I live only about an hour from Buffalo. And I got a kick out of that. I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, you guys are the best. I'll talk to you soon. And God bless. Over and out. Yan Dog.
There you go. Man, he was getting close on time. It's like he's done this before.
Oh, man.
He knows the rules.
He's already a pro, man. He's already a seasoned veteran here at Raiders Fan
respect
Radio,
Yan Dog.
Way to get in under the Google Voice there, my friend. Good stuff there, man. I love it. Yeah, keep calling, man. And hey, thank you again for the kind words. Like, and your family as well. That's a whole opening segment of this show, man. Raider Nation truly is a family. When we say La Familia, that shit ain't a joke, man.
There you go.
Good
and
stuff.
he made a really, really good point about the co-host that you have.
Ah, yeah. Aren't
mean,
they
it was
great? They're
fine.
great.
No, it was maybe my favorite thing I've heard all day.
Possibly the best two co-hosts in the business.
In the game.
I know he didn't say that, but he inferred it.
He inferred
Did
it.
he, right? Yeah.
Damn right.
Good for you guys.
Yeah. No, good for you. Good for you.
I'm so good at picking co-hosts.
Oh my God, you really nailed it.
When it comes
You
to
really
picking-
nailed it when you came down. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey. Oh, jeez.
And you pick good co-hosts.
Yeah. Well, I pegged you as a good one early on.
Easy with that shit. Ah, dang. Tell us about your life.
I'm telling Val.
Oh my gosh.
She'll just do what she always does. She's just gonna usually look down like this and just go.
Just shake her head.
Just,
Yeah,
well.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I've heard
Lamont.
those
All of our
Yeah,
spouses.
all of
are
our
like,
spouses, yes, exactly. All right.
Yeah, Martin says people don't realize how difficult it is to co-host well.
they really don't.
They really
have
don't.
No idea.
Well, 'cause there's-
We could run a seminar.
well,
to-
because
to
you
help
guys have to
people
carry it
understand.
because I don't talk very much.
No, you don't talk much.
No, that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
is
Yeah, we got to
just
carry your ass.
carrying
Yeah,
it.
that's it. That's why I picked
Yeah.
you guys.
There you go. There you go.
Thank
Raiders
you so
Fan
much.
Radio, aka a 68-minute raid with occasional swag and Michelle peppered in.
68-minute raid. Love that.
Not a 68-minute.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Hey, listen.
Oh gosh.
Oh man, that's too funny.
It's just us agreeing with the shit you're saying.
68.
It's just Jeff over there going, "Oh no, man, you said it all."
Man, you said that shit, man. You said it good too. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh man! All right, there we
Oh
go.
my.
That needs to be a t-shirt.
The
68-minute
raid.
There's merit to that.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
All right, next up, let's get to our buddy Tarek in Chicago.
What is up, Murf, Jeff, and Michelle? This is Tarek from Chicago. What a beautiful, glorious night for Raider Nation, for all Raider fans across the world. As expected, we took Fernando Mendoza #1 overall. I think it is awesome that he stayed at home and enjoyed it with his family and his friends.
Amen.
Set to sign the biggest rookie contract in NFL history, 4 years, $54.6 million. I think everything is coming together nicely. I'm really, everybody knew this was coming, but I'm really intrigued by what the Raiders are going to do tomorrow and Saturday. I believe they have 2 picks in the second round. But what are we going to do in the remaining draft to really solidify a roster with some fresh incoming talent? I think it is even more fantastic now that we got Mendoza, just when you think that he's got the opportunity to kind of sit and learn and grow. He's not going to be thrown to the wolves. Kirk Cousins, only 37 years old. I think he's going to run that offense really efficiently. I think if the Raiders really start struggling out of the gates, you might see Mendoza step in sooner than expected. Obviously, if Kirk Cousins gets injured this season, you would expect to see an early appearance by Mendoza. But I will be really surprised if Kirk Cousins is not our starting quarterback on opening day. Plenty of elite quarterbacks in today's game. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, to name a few, sat their rookie years, and they've all been multiple. 2 of those 3 have won Super Bowls. Another one has been an MVP twice. So really intrigued by what the Raiders do tomorrow and Saturday. But this is a really exciting time. I'm going to get online within the next couple of days and order my Fernando Mendoza Raiders T-shirt jersey. Love the coverage, you guys. Keep up the excellent work this offseason. Looking forward to mini camps, OTAs, and eventually training camp. Go Raiders, Raider Nation. We got what we hope is our franchise quarterback for the next 15 years. Good night, guys. Bye-bye.
Love it.
Love that.
You know, and I think that's where the expectation. Hold on, before you shout chat room.
Yeah.
That's where the expectation of greatness comes from. Is that we're expecting Fernando Mendoza to be the starting quarterback for the next 15 years and to be great and to qualify to be such, right?
Yeah, which is, it almost feels like letting Kirk Cousins kind of give him the opportunity to not just get obliterated. Because you've seen a lot of like first round draft pick quarterbacks just get their shit rocked, you
100%.
know.
Yeah,
which would allow him to establish some stability and then become the quarterback for the next 15
100%.
years. Yeah.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
Yep.
All right, next up, let's see who we got here. We got. Oh shit! Where'd my damn?
Hey, let me shout out the chat while you're
Okay,
finding
please
that.
do it. Yeah.
Ron the Materator says, my favorite is when Murph says, what do you think, Swag? And then jumps into a 10-minute rant after Swag says his first sentence. Said the pain in Swaggo's eyes is palpable.
Hey, man.
Not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Oh, my gosh.
Jeff's like, I want to share too.
I want my turn.
What about me?
All right, next up. So we've got a lot of new callers now coming.
We do.
Oh, cool.
We got 3 new callers.
Oh,
no
nice.
kidding.
Yep, and we're going to start off with our buddy Martian Marv.
Ooh.
Big bad brother Murph. What is up? Raider Martian Marv 303. I was calling to say that it would be amazing to see Hezekiah Masses, Jamon McCoy, and Trayden Stukes possibly get on the field and make an impact. That would be amazing to me because our defense has been lacking cornerbacks for since the beginning of time.
Preach.
Fan since '83, brother, and I appreciate what you do. Love what you do, Murph. And again, brother, see these cornerbacks and safety get on the field and do something this year would be outstanding. Martian Marv now, brother.
Hell yeah.
Dig it, man. What a great first call.
Great first call.
Well, who was that?
Martian Marv.
Cool. Very cool.
Love it. That's a great first call, and I love the sentiment because he's right. We talked about what are the identities of the Raiders and what are the foundation of the building blocks that our organization was freaking formed on, and that was a great secondary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
And even think about all the great Raider teams. You had the Soul Patrol.
Yep.
Right? Of the 70s into the 80s, you had what? Hayes and Haynes.
There you go.
Right? And then you then move into the early 2000s. I don't know. Someone's favorite player was over there, Michelle.
Yay, Charles.
Yeah. Right?
There you go.
Yes, yeah.
Eric Allen, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
Namdi.
Yeah.
Freaking
and then
Stu
even the
Schwaggart.
bad teams were identified.
Yeah,
by
Stu
second.
Schwaggart. You
Yeah,
know?
Stanford Rap playing on the other side.
There
like,
you
I'm
go.
telling you, man. Yeah, no, that was
There
good
you
stuff.
go, man. Yeah.
Appreciate you, Raider Martian Marv, man. That was cool.
That's a good call.
That was cool. All right, next up, we're going to get to our buddy from Seattle. I think this is an unnamed caller.
Oh.
So we'll
Okay.
just go with caller from Seattle.
Okay.
Hey, what up, Raider Nation? It's Ron from Seattle,
Oh,
Washington.
Ron.
Okay.
Watching that draft was incredible. Bisecting them boys, killed it. Being patient, the trades, the players, just the mannerisms of how these guys came in, man. Incredible. Just love everything that the Raiders are doing right now. Mark is letting these guys work, letting them do what they need to do. Tom is just probably putting a little touch on things. Just loving it, man. Loving the additions, free agency, the coaching hires, as well as the draft. This is probably the best Raider all season in the last 30, 40, probably since we got Jerry Rice.
Come on.
Raiders!
Raiders! Let's go, dude.
Back to Ron from
Thanks,
Seattle.
Ron.
Love it, man.
And that's what I said earlier, man.
Yeah.
Like from the time that Pete got fired, everything's gone well.
Yeah.
Maybe that broke a curse.
Even before that.
Yeah.
Because, clearly he was already fired before he was technically fired.
Right.
Yeah, true.
I'm going to stand on this. As soon as the Giants won their last game of the year, from that point forward, it's all gone in our favor.
Yeah.
Because we were able to walk into Allegiant Stadium and root on the Raiders to beat the Chiefs.
Yep.
And they did. And Pete still got shit canned.
Yeah.
There you go. 100%.
You know?
100%. Yep.
Yeah. It's been good. It's been good.
Yeah, man.
Now let's watch it translate onto the field. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, same.
All right, everybody take a deep breath. Okay. All right, next up. So this is our unnamed caller. Here we go.
Okay.
So this is a guy calling from the Twitters.
Oh.
What's up, Murph? Hey, man, I really appreciate all the content and everything, bro. I'm a big follower, video, text, all of it, bro. Hey, I just wanted to call in and kind of talk a little bit about Raiders Twitter. You know, I'm a member, and I, like a lot of others, thought wide receiver or nose tackle was the way to go early. A lot of people were saying offensive line, and so we all kind of did our research on players that fit our idea of where we would take certain players. And when inevitably it doesn't end up that way, right? And they address other needs and see other ways to improve the team and pick good players that, I mean, almost unanimously, I mean, literally nationwide, every one of these serious analysts that, you know, researched all the tape and watched all the college footage and really broke down all these guys and had their top boards. And when they went back and kind of looked at it and gave grades at the end, again, almost unanimously, they have the Raiders up near the very top. But going back to my first point with Raiders Twitter, because some guy on his couch for an hour a day like me that thinks we're going to get a wide receiver or a nose tackle doesn't get one, automatically wants to start shitting on the Raiders and who we did pick, and nobody would have drafted these guys and blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. Love the team. Love our fans. Raider fan is a Raider fan. Love you guys. But, man, that's such a bad take. Like, you know, these guys are pros. We need to see what happens in training camp. We need to see the product they put out on the field. I'm not going to go start handing out Super Bowl trophies. But just because we didn't pick Omar Cooper or Hayden McDonald doesn't mean that we didn't draft good players. The guys that do this professionally and fucking break down the video relentlessly and have watched every game a million times all said that we made really good selections. So let's just wait to see, you know, the product they put on the field, right? But the overreaction on Raiders Twitter was the reason for my call. And have a great week, brother. Appreciate you.
There you go.
Love this pick.
That might be my favorite call.
Talk about it, Michelle.
Well, it's just, I think like when you think about Raider Twitter and how the crash outs that happen after the draft are, I assume that is like just has to be a small percentage of Raider Nation, and they just get the most voice because they're so fucking loud about it, you know? And so, because I do think for the majority of us that paid attention to the draft, we're pretty happy with the way things played out. But yeah, Raiders Twitter is almost like a world of its own to me sometimes. There are, most of the people that I follow are pretty well-rounded,
because we kind of hone our sphere.
You
on
do.
there, yeah.
I absolutely do. Yeah. And so the ones that he's talking about, I probably don't see much from those people anymore because they're no longer on my timeline or whatever the hell it's called. But yeah, Raiders Twitter is certainly a fascinating place.
It absolutely is. Yeah. And I love that the idea, Jeff, is that like to have immediate judgment. And listen, I'm not here defending the Raiders draft history. That's not where this position is coming from. And neither does it sound like it's coming from our buddy there. But like the idea that, you have it figured out,
right?
That this is what we should have done. Save me your draft grades for 3 to 5 years.
Yes. Agreed.
Draft grades are only slightly under annoying as a paid for mock draft. Like you don't know,
right?
Like you don't know what the draft. You don't know, like
right?
Everyone loves the idea of that we drafted Fernando Mendoza. Yeah, and everyone was behind us drafting Jamarcus Russell too.
Ooh.
The biggest bust of all time, arguably. Like it was a non-disputed choice.
Right.
Yeah.
But there was, before Twitter and before, the advent of social media, so it was only amongst your Raider friends and what John Gruden and anybody else had to say that was an analyst at the time. But so my point being, though, is that we didn't know how good of a draft pick, I don't know, pick one, Colt Miller was going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Until we got into his career. We didn't know how good of a draft pick Alex Leatherwood was going to be.
Max Crosby. I mean,
you don't know. What was he? A fourth
rounder?
rounder?
Right, fourth rounder.
Yep.
Yeah. Who could have guessed?
Who could have guessed? You know what I'm saying? So you just don't know until it plays out. So that idea that someone's crashing out on Twitter because we didn't get Omar Cooper Jr.
Right.
Because you thought they should go wide receiver. Shit, I thought they were going to go wide receiver, and they didn't.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it because they know the team intimately better than I do. And I'm also trusting because of the responsibility and the ability that those guys have shown to date that they are making the choices that are best for the Raiders. I'm going to trust that until I have a reason to not.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll bitch and moan and be negative and do all those things when it's proven. When it's unknown, I'm willing to sit here and go, okay, but so far so good. So
there you go.
I'm going to keep trusting it,
100%.
Jeff. You know what I mean?
And that's a prime example as to why we don't do mock drafts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm sure all those people that were bitching that we didn't get a wide receiver and all that had them taking a wide receiver and thinking that they know better than John Spivey.
Because Bucky Brooks said.
Right.
Or whoever, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. You know what I mean? And so when we did a rundown, we were sitting in the room talking about how well certain mock draft people did. And like the top people up on the board were like, JoeSmoSports.com and stuff like that. But like you get down, like it was like in the 20s or 30s before you saw like a guy like Peter Schrager or
Lance Zierlein was in the top 10.
Okay.
He was what, 3 or something out of all the because he's on NFL Network.
Right.
Lance Zierlein was in the top 4. There was one other guy maybe that was up there close.
Yeah, but like the main talking heads were like in the hundreds. You know what I mean?
Or not on the list at all. Mel Kiper, Todd McShay.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like Bucky Brooks, I just mentioned. Like these guys weren't even on the list. You mentioned Schrager. He was like 36 or something like that, I think, in terms of like accuracy in those mock drafts. So now, granted, let me clarify too. I'm not talking about, I know this discussion started about fandom, but like if you're just playing with a mock draft, just having fun with it,
exactly.
Just being like, almost like you would a fantasy football team or like playing a game with the idea. I'm not shitting on that. You do your thing.
But it's the people that take it as law.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It's like, the people that are like, this is what they're going to do.
This is my mock 2.0.
No,
and
honestly,
this is what they're going to like get.
I was when I was trying to do my research, 3 different people I started watching, and they would say things like, and I just don't understand how this guy should fit so much better in their scheme. And I'm like, how the fuck would you know what their scheme even is? Like, it might be what it has been, but that does not mean how could you possibly know that this player is going to fit better than the player they picked? It's
Come on,
bananas.
girl talk, because it's like the idea, like, and this is what I'm trusting we're going to see in Clint Kubiak is innovation.
Yeah.
If you think we're going to see the exact same carbon copy of the Seattle Seahawks in 2025, I'm hoping you're wrong. I want to see him innovate and grow and do something different, because in the NFL, like many things in life, if you're doing what's now, you're already late. Show me what's next.
Yeah.
Do the next thing.
You got
if
it.
you don't know what the
Yeah.
next thing is, and neither do with 31 other teams in the NFL, nor they should. And that's why your one team is better.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what what was the team against that they ran that Jackson Smith and Jigba play?
Wasn't that the Rams game? The NFC Championship game?
They had no idea it was coming. It was literally so innovative. Unless you studied it on film prior, there was no defending it.
Nope.
That's Clint Kubiak.
Yep.
So when you say, like, well, this guy doesn't fit Kubiak's scheme, fits Michelle's point, sure, there's a, quote, scheme, but you don't know what they're going to do within said scheme to take advantage of the player that's on the roster, and that's what the best coaches do.
Yep.
They don't try to shoehorn somebody into what their thing is, Josh McDaniels.
Oof.
You take advantage of the talent that you have, and you build around them to put them in positions of success. That's good coaching.
100%.
So that if you're some fucking stupid mock draft schmuck going like, oh, this guy's a better fit. Fuck you. You don't know what the fit is. So great point, Michelle. Couldn't agree more.
100%. Well, and I saw on Twitter this morning, I think, they're already coming out with 2027 mock drafts.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, Arch Manning.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
All right, somebody else tell me how we need to tank for Arch.
They had us picking 5th. We were taking the receiver out of Ohio State.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm like, come on, guys.
You know what? The people that want us to freaking tank for Arch Manning are the same people that want Derek Carr to come back.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No,
Somebody tell me I'm wrong.
No.
Yep. There you go.
Well, there we go. That was enough. Jeez, I got fiery there.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you got all red faced and
Understandably
shit.
Start bringing up
Yeah,
mock
for
drafts,
sure.
man.
Right.
You're right.
Nah, dude.
We all lose it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
All right, let's close it out with again. Let's class it up around here.
Oh.
Let's go with our buddy Ron in Alliance, also known as Ron the Materator.
Hey, it's Ron. Really like the off season. What a job Spy did putting this thing together. Draft was a little different than I expected, but I'm happy with all the picks. The McCoy pick makes me a little nervous, but it's a 4th round pick, so I can see taking the risk on it. Especially when you view this through the lens of this is a rebuild, and it's not a rebuild for just 1 year. We're not retooling and try to compete at the same time, like Pete Carroll will say. I think we will be competitive, although I'm still going to stick with my 5-win expectations to not disappoint myself. But if you view this through the lens of this was half of an off season and this was half of a draft, what a spectacular way to start building our team. And then one thing that I saw, I don't know if you guys will have talked about it at this point or not, we're at $77.5 million in effective cap space already for next year.
Boom.
The Chiefs and the Broncos are at 7 and 4 or something around those bits. So this turnaround has legs. That gives me a ton of hope after an off season like we just had and a free agency like we had, that we can continue building. A lot of times in the past, we would spend a whole lot 1 year and then not too much. We're kind of up against the cap for the rest of the time.
Come on.
We got plenty of space next year to work with. And there's so much flexibility in our roster. We got a lot of young guys. This is a really great start to a rebuild, and it feels like an actual good rebuild, not just a on-the-fly thing like we've been doing for so many times. So we won't know until the draft class pans out and free agency takes over and something Raidery happens along the way. But right now, today, I'm very optimistic and very happy with everything they did. Glad to see you guys had a great time in Vegas. And have a good one, everybody. Good night.
All right,
Ron. Great to hear from Ron.
Always great to hear from Ron.
Hell yeah.
We heard from a lot of the OGs tonight, man.
A lot of the
It's
OGs
been
were
good.
here.
It's been good. And so speaking of all the people that we've heard from, Jeff.
Yes.
We always take our callers and voicemailers.
Uh-huh.
And that's the same thing. Our emailers.
That too.
And voicemailers. Damn.
You all right?
So you're just over there going like, oh yeah.
He was like, yeah.
Well, it's that 68-minute raid we were talking about.
It took me a minute, though. I was like,
sometimes
yeah,
it's just elevator music up here.
Wow.
Waiting for him to call on me. Swag Jeff, what do you?
Oh, wait,
shit.
me. That's me.
No, hey man, you said it
God.
all, bro.
They call me Muzak Raider.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
Take it away, Swag.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had some amazing emailers, amazing voicemails.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. No.
Yeah, well, there it is on cue. We started off with James Williams and Paul on the email sides, and then we had some amazing voicemails from Martin, from Scooby and Shaggy, from Yandog, from Tarek, from Raider Martian Marv, Ron from Seattle, the Twitter caller, and Ron the Materator. But tonight's Sizzler
for
Award
best Ron.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know, right?
Uh-oh,
So tonight's Sizzler Award goes to a guy we don't know his name, but it's the Twitter guy.
Sizzler.
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 Sizzler. Sizzler.
We are Metallica, and we are here for your Oakland Raiders!
You know why we out here, and we ain't playing around today.
From The Walking Dead to errant Jedi Knights, Raiders fans are a rogues gallery.
McCoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jermon.
Oh, Jermon McCoy.
Yeah.
I was
that
like,
guy.
Gerald McCoy? Like, he's been gone for a minute.
I like him.
You're like, Dr. McCoy? Like, what are we doing over here?
Yeah, fourth rounder.
Damn it, Kirk.
My favorite pick.
Damn it, Kirk. I'm a doctor, not a medical scientist. All right, so the end of the poll, Captain Kirk, who starts week 1? Captain Kirk, 72% versus St. Fernando, 28%.
Okay.
Okay, everybody's expecting Captain Kirk, and I'm not expecting it.
Yeah.
Sure.
That said, if Fernando proves to be the guy,
If he balls out, dude,
I'm confident that they'll go with him too. You know what I mean? And I think that both guys are acceptant of either role, but both will want the starting role.
Yeah.
100. It's going to be a good competition.
Absolutely. So thank you, Raider Nation. Appreciate you all very, very much for joining us for this episode of Raiders Fan Radio, episode 410. We will see you in a couple of weeks for the next live show, but we'll be back with tons of stuff, rundowns, 8-minute raids, all that, 68-minute raids even. All that stuff might be coming at you. We appreciate you so very, very much. Thanks to everyone that's in the chat room. Thank you for your contributions tonight to the One Nation Foundation, through the Super Chats, through the gifted memberships. We appreciate you very much. We love seeing you guys in Vegas and can't wait to see you again this week.
Yeah, but thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for the interaction in the chat is always top tier. It's so good, and man, I just can't wait till this fucking season starts.
Come on.
It's gonna be a long road till we get there, but hopefully it goes quick.
Yep.
Thanks everybody.
100%. And we'll be with you every step of the way during that off season, during the dead time. We'll come here, have a laugh, talk Raider football, all that good stuff. And be sure to tune in this Saturday night for an episode of Just Grin Baby, recorded live from Las Vegas, right? That's the Vegas episode coming out. Oh my gosh.
Shit, that shit's going to be fun.
That's going to be
so
fun,
fun.
man. We may have been imbibing a little bit and having some fun. There may have been some of that going on, but yeah, so much respect to you guys.
A little bit.
Well, especially the guy right here. But thanks to those of you that are in the chat.
Shout out Tongue Twisters.
Hey, there you go. Yoshi, Ron, Ghost Dog, Paul, Raider Spy, Corey Hagan. Let's see, Michelle. Let's see. Hey, there was a lot of those guys right there. Alejandro in there. Much respect to you guys. So on behalf of Michelle, on behalf of Murf, my name is Swag Jeff, and you've been listening to another episode of Raiders Fan Radio, where we take a lighter side journey into the dark side. Don't forget, boys and girls, what happens in Vegas started in Oakland.
Damn
we
right.
love you guys. Much respect. See you next time, yeah?
Get out YouTube!
Goodbye.
Oh my gosh, the tongue twisters.